left field, normally the guy can cover some ground. Right field is typically not bad.
Right.
Middle, we just got a guy that's honestly quick with his glove. Like, he's not necessarily, he can field the ball, but he's more can turn a double play. So that's ideal.
Yep.
Shortstop, got a guy that can play 10 feet into the grass and still throw people out because he's got an absolute rocket of an arm.
It looked like the audio were set off.
No. He said he just turned them on.
Is it these?
But those haven't been.
I mean, we haven't touched those.
I don't even know how. Besides playing with this button.
Oh.
Lisa!
So it's good now? Far from good, good from far?
I mean, I see some things and some stuff. I'll just turn everything out. What's the worst that could happen? Blows the mic out.
So it's good now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
From good from far? And I see some things and some stuff.
Oh, that's super loud.
That's so loud. Okay.
It's very.
So now what do we...
Keep talking so I can...
What needs to be moved down?
There we go.
Tell me it's going to be on a hot mic. Why is it so blurry, gobbled?
We just gotta turn the volumes.
I'm waiting.
I can't hear anything now because that one's on. That ear is hit.
I just want to see if it clears it up. Hello? Just waiting on you. That sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear now?
Yep.
Can you hear now?
Nope.
1 and 2, the ears, then he gets cut out.
Now let's see if it goes back to scrambled. Maybe it just needed a breather.
Just one. I think if you get too close, it gets really hot.
So maybe just
So we
talk
need to
back
back
away
up.
from our mics a little
However,
bit.
that ear thing worked.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
But it's strange that.
What's causing that? All right.
What's that button do?
At least they can hear us now.
Can you guys hear now? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You lose everything. I think it's just you. Okay.
Can you hear now? You good? Can we jump into the Travelers or?
Yeah, I think we jump into the Travelers. All right, Travelers Championship. We talked a little bit about it when we were muted on our end. Sahith Theegala, rookie, great round. Just kind of he fumbled it away at the end.
Yep.
We talked about maybe it's that rookie nerves, maybe it's something to get to him. But then we also kind of just harped on how great he was in an interview. Is that due to social media being so much more of an exposure now? Is it from learning from some of these older guys who, he's just watching and seeing their interviews and just picking up on small takes? Is it a coach on the back end, whether it's if he's got an agent or some sort of manager or whatever it might be, that's like, hey, let's say the right things. Let's, this is the persona that we want to have. We're not 100% sure. But overall, kind of how Cole said, it did come down to that last stretch. Typical of a Travelers Championship to come down to the last hole to playoff holes, whatever it might be. Again, came down to that last stretch. But we'll jump into our picks here since we had a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's start with. We'll start with top 40.
Sweet. Lisa can hear us.
Start with top 40. Probably our worst category this week. 2 missed cuts and 1 69th finish. So not a very good week from us in the top 40. I thought it was kind of odd. Siwoo and Hoagie, and I guess Daman as well, all 3 of them are guys that have shown that they can score and score in bunches this year. But there was a lot of guys like that missed the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So it's not. I am surprised that they missed the cut, but I'm not surprised based off of seeing some of the names that missed the cut with them.
Right.
That's fair.
Black Stallion. Cole had a big week with English. Past winner here at the Travelers. Ended up 19th.
The fact that he was a Black Stallion is just. We did discuss this a lot, but plus that's just, come on.
That big of one. I could have saw him closer to that, 7K range, but 10K going all the way up the board there, that's pretty big for a past winner in my eyes.
Especially a recent
Right.
Yeah.
past winner.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like this happened 5, 7, 10 years ago type of thing. Like,
Nope.
Just won it. I took Christian Bezinhout. He missed the cut there. And then Stoy with HV3 ended up T43. Not a bad finish. He's still cashing out. Still getting some money. Still getting some money there, which is something getting money we will talk about because there's another set event here in our news. Jumping up to our one and done picks. We'll finish with our shitty shot categories, but jumping up to our one and done picks, Neiman. This is one of those names that I was talking about that's surprised that they missed the cut. Like, dude's been on fire all year.
right.
I don't know what happened.
Yep. Just an
At
anomaly.
one point, I think it was
That was
Thursday.
crazy.
I think it was Thursday. He
insane.
was playing okay for a little while, if
Yeah.
I remember correct.
But there were some guys putting up some crazy numbers, and sometimes you got to wonder if that gets a little intimidating for some guys
Especially
that
if
are going
you're
off
not-
later in the day.
Right.
But for Neiman, he's been
No,
in
it's
enough
not
tournaments
Neiman.
this year. Like, that just doesn't make any sense that, and then it's not like the golf course was playing difficult. I mean,
Clearly not.
-2 was the cut line. So
Yeah.
Obviously, pick didn't work out, but no
And the guy-
reason behind why he wouldn't have played well.
Absolutely.
The guy makes a lot of birdies too. So for him, like, yeah, okay, if you're bogeying here and there, and
Right.
maybe you're not sinking everything, but his approach and his birdie capability is there to
Right.
make that cut. He just didn't do it. And then Stoy took a page and went with English and got a T19 finish there.
Let's go with T19.
And then I went with Keegan Bradley, who barely made the cut, one of those guys that barely made the cut, and finally ended up with a top 20. He was T19 as well. Most of the time, if I got a guy that just barely makes a cut, or no, it's a guy that's in the top 5, and then he
Yeah.
shouldn't have made the cut. But let's jump. We'll get on to player to fade. This one for me, I took Sanjay. I didn't even see that he withdrew before the tournament, so I didn't change my player to fade.
Great fade.
Great fade, baby.
Didn't even show up.
I gave
That bad.
gave myself the 0 on that one. I gave myself no points because
that's
he
just-
withdrew.
I wouldn't give yourself 0.
All you had to do was
I think he
just
deserved
tweet out
one.
what it
But
was.
if he would have withdrawn
during,
then
That's it.
obviously it's a great fade. Cole taking Cantlay.
Nobody faded worse on Sunday.
True. True.
Worst round of
It's
the
a
day.
great Sunday fade. Great.
it was.
Which
was
speaking of like terrible rounds, Jordan Spieth was a tale of two sides.
Mhm.
He had probably one of his maybe his worst round all year on Thursday, followed up by arguably one of his best rounds of the year on Friday. It just wasn't enough.
Right.
So there was that.
So he missed the cut.
Yes, he missed the cut, but there was that.
Well,
Like,
100%.
with again a high level golfer. Stoy faded Rory. First odds to win it.
Boy,
he
was
ended
he
up
looking-
T19.
Came out in fuego. And I was like,
Yeah. What was
crap.
he? 8 under after day one, or 9?
Yeah.
8
He made 15 birdies
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday.
came
It
just.
was still
was like-
only 6 under par.
Yeah, I know.
That is insanity.
I know, and I was like, "Oh, great!" And then usually he does a late run. He didn't. He faded.
Well,
and
when
it
you
ended up being okay.
quad and double so many holes.
It'll get you.
Yeah.
It'll sneak up and get you.
He had a quad and 4 doubles in the tournament.
So
And finished what?
You're saying there's a
What was it?
chance-
That sounds like a
19
typical
and
round.
18?
He was a top 20 with a quad and 4 doubles in 4 days.
You know
That
how
sounds like a
good you have
typical
to be?
round for me, though. Like in 18 holes, not necessarily. In 18 holes, not over.
That's plus 12. The guy finished in the top 20 with plus 12 just in quad and doubles. That's how many birdies he made.
That's
That
just-
is
That's sinking a little
that's
bit.
a good stat. That's a good stat.
To be fair, I would take that every round.
But he was pretty bogey averse, just not double plus.
You just couldn't do the
averse.
single bogeys.
Yeah, he just needed more single bogeys.
sucker.
So is that considered bogey avoidance? No, because they're still.
Yeah, no, right.
Okay. Jumping up to outright winners. Stoy took Davis. Riley ended up with a T64. I mean, he's been playing pretty kind of lights out since, what was it in Texas when we talked about, he played really, really good in the match play event with Zalatoris.
Yep.
He kind of carried Zalatoris a little bit in that event, and he's kind of played pretty darn good. I don't know that he's
Yeah,
missed
he's
the
been
cut
solid.
since then.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, I mean, if you're looking for a guy that's just making cuts, that's a heck of a play, and he's going to give you good value. Cole took Rory. This is where Cole's shitty shot comes into play because Rory finished 10 spots higher than where he was set to finish, or his odds were. And then I took Spieth. He missed the cut, so I have 2 shitty shots because I got last and he missed the cut.
I'll hold the bags. I'll hold the bag.
Yeah, you will.
You have 2 of them.
Gosh, that was
He
a struggle.
He couldn't grab. I mean, I'm pretty sure you grabbed 3.
Yeah.
You can't even grab.
And drank them all at the
and
same
drank
time.
at the same time. What do we got, boys?
Mystery and peaches.
Mystery and
Ooh,
peaches.
Mystery and peaches. I've got bananas.
I don't like the bananas.
No, I'm not looking forward to it.
See, what's the difference between? What? I'm not even going
Between
to say
what?
that. I mean, you guys love the bamboo bananas.
Those are rum bananas, not vodka bananas.
Those aren't even in the same like stratosphere.
Wait, what? I mean, so
Gross.
99, they get 99 bananas in that little
99
that little
bananas.
thing.
Is this? Does it say what it technically is?
Isn't
Like it just says liqueur.
Is it? Yeah.
So like, what liqueur would that be?
Banana.
No.
It
does say serve chilled, guys.
Yeah. That's
So we're
We
we're
don't.
gluttons. We're
you know
punished.
how
No.
to, you
It's
know
a shitty shot. You
that's how
can't
to
have
make
it.
it shitty.
You can't have it perfect. Boys.
I think this one's different than what you had.
Because it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
What was your? Because yours was like Red Bull last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we think might
it
be
does
great.
kind of smell.
We think
This
was
one
great.
smells like more vodka.
I'm pretty sure that mystery one is just one of these that they put a mystery label on.
No.
Or maybe it's like
It's my
bottom of the
guess.
barrel of all of them, and they just. it's 99's bar mat.
Mix.
Ooh, bar mat, man, that would be a good one.
I'll go 2 just for you,
Oh,
Cole.
thank you.
I bet someone
Cheers.
could actually bottle bar mat and it would sell. You think about that, and it could be the shitty shot for golf. Oh God, damn it! I said it live. We should do that.
I feel like you could
Sell it to bachelor
sell
parties.
the name.
Well, more than the booze. Yes, absolutely.
We might be onto something though.
I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
And you call it shitty shot. It's designed exactly for all of this.
Designed for this
Only
King's
any
Cup.
bet, really any bet is supposed to be a
Like-
shitty shot.
King's Cup
Yeah.
and different stuff like that. Like
Golf could put it on an app.
that's gonna be fun.
Just saying. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Just don't say
Overall-
it too soon.
Overall winner for this
saying.
week, though, we got Cole with 9. Stoy came in second with 7, and then I was last with 3.
Overall, God,
Overall standings: Cole's at 148, Stoy is in second with 140, and then I am
There's-
way behind.
there's my shitty shot.
Actually, there's
banding again. You still haven't done the Masters?
No.
We'll get there when we get there.
At the end of the year, it's like tied or something, or we're like, oh, great.
Oh wait, we need the Masters.
One of us will be happy, the others will be.
Exactly.
All right, let's jump into news. News
love
this
me
week.
some news.
Oh man, wait. So this is news, but this is direct
To the John Deere?
Travelers
Oh,
related.
Travelers. Oh.
We had a walk off.
Kokrak?
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome.
At the Travelers.
It was awesome.
He hit his shot into the street
Hey,
at
for,
people.
For the baseball fans, not that type of walk.
No, that's why. Yeah,
Yep,
walk off.
yep.
Walk off in golf, which is never. Well, that's not true. We can have walk offs where you
Chip
birdie the
in or
last hole
something.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But this was not.
This was not
At the end of the round.
This it was.
No, I meant end of the tournament. This
No,
was not
this-
the end of the
Well,
tournament.
It was the end of his
It
round.
was end of
his
his. He was
which
done.
technically still hasn't ended. Never turned in that scorecard.
Nope, doesn't count.
Jason Kokrak, who has been rumored to go to the Live Tour, still is not signed or
Nope.
anything like that. Hit a shot for it on hole 9, which was his finishing hole on Friday. He was at a point where he was not going to make the cut. And did he? So, full disclosure, I did not see the shot.
I didn't see it either, but
Did he
I don't
hit it on purpose, or did he hit
okay.
it bad?
So here's the thing. We've seen golfers hit bad shots, but I think distance away from where he was, it was like 45 yards over the green
Right.
into a street. So he would have had to get it up over fans, up over obstacles into a street.
Right.
You have to
How
try
far
and
away from the green was he?
I think he was only like 75 out.
So I mean, but like if you, I mean, you can still hit a 56 or 60 degree, 130 yards if you blade it, and it's still going to have a little height on it.
Yeah, I'd have to.
So
I'd have to.
That's without seeing it. I don't know. Long story short, he hits a ball way out of the concourse of anything remotely resembling around the green, and then leaves.
Having belted a drive of 327 yards
Right.
into the left rough. He had little to play for, right?
Mm-hmm.
He opened at a 300 and then went 4 over. Ew.
Yeah,
He had a 5 putter.
Oh, so 327 yards. He was 43
43
yards to the hole. 87 yards to unknown is what
Into
this reads.
unknown.
To
But
unknown.
then, so he walks off the course, or rides off the course, does not finish the hole. Did he get in a golf cart even? I think I heard, and just drove to
And
his
just
car
and
in the
left.
parking lot and left on his hole 18 of Friday, of which he would not have made the cut. Did not turn in a scorecard. Did not finish that hole, and was rumored to basically be exiting the PGA Tour to the Live Tour. Now, we sit here on Tuesday. He has not, as far as any announcements go, signed with the Live Tour at this point. But he also has not, like, nobody's heard from him.
Jason Sobel, a reporter.
Yeah, he does a lot of golf stuff.
Right.
He said that the decision not to finish his round was actually made as a time-saving measure to help the group behind them that already was waiting in the fairway.
So he didn't just leave the golf course?
No, he
He
did.
did.
But
He
he
walked
was
off.
saying that he reported
Right.
that he just did it to save those guys time.
Right, but I
just
mean,
left.
just go drop your ball, finish. Like,
Go sign the
right,
card. Well, because you can't sign the card
if you don't
can't-
finish the
if
hole.
you don't finish the hole. So he just left,
Right,
just
but
said
like,
F
just
it.
gone.
just gone.
That's got to
Knew
be
he was gonna
fine
miss-
somewhere. I would definitely think not
Maybe.
reported because PGA doesn't ever
Right.
report
Their
fines
fines.
or whatever.
Which why?
Regardless, the walk off.
Why do they not report their fines?
Just gentlemen's club type of stuff.
Yeah, well,
I don't-
NFL does.
whether
But
they
there
agree or
there
disagree.
has been like stuff of Kokrak in the past that I've read of him saying like he's the kind of guy that would go follow the money to set himself up for retirement and just be good with it.
Right, but then why hasn't he signed?
he hasn't signed.
I think,
They're not
and I
offering-
think there's,
only
I think
offering
there's,
enough
spots. There's only 3 spots left.
but I think there's a lot
Fields
fields full for this
for
week.
this week.
Oh,
They just-
you got filled up.
Yeah.
with Wolf,
I think-
Ortiz, and Shakara.
Got it.
I think there is going to be some movement maybe after the Tour Championship this year.
Which, I mean, that's all fine. It was just the timing was odd in the way that it happened. So,
And rumors of him already going, different
Right.
stuff like that. Like, if Ricky would have done it, it would have been the same exact thing.
right.
I don't know who else on tour who would have caused another red flag in your eyes if they would have done that.
I mean, I think there's a handful of guys that are in that same. I mean, you say Kokrak, there's probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 guys that if you thought about it, you'd write down that are in his realm, and it'd be those types.
But he's
of guys.
he's the most rumored about at this point.
Correct.
So
We've- we've heard talk about him going. So
Right.
like the fact that he would do that would then lead only more to believe that that's what's
is your other
I just think it's awesome.
is your other bit of news that you have live related?
We're going to talk about live separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's its own issue
Yes, I mean because
thing.
we've actually got some odds on the live, or I have some odds on the live tour
Yeah.
this week, so we can kind of
Ooh,
uh,
where'd you get those
talk-
at?
a little research.
Little research.
But no, my
I don't-
first bit of
Do we have it? NFL news? Can we do
is,
something?
Is Watson? It sounds like minimum a year.
That's today.
Deshaun
It's
Watson.
today, isn't it? Isn't it like currently that
Well,
they're talking?
I mean, yeah, they're in talks.
But leaked
everything
that
I've heard on Sports Talk Radio,
NFL
inside
wants
sources,
minimum
is
year.
that the negotiating started at 1 year, which oddly enough he took a year, thinking that would
on his pay.
help. Well, he got paid last year.
Well, I mean,
What did he
like
expect,
his
like,
contract,
time
his new
served?
contract.
Right, but like, yeah. So like, I feel
Oh,
like
time
last year
served,
he
that's
didn't,
true.
like time served. So like, so technically they're thinking. I mean, they're
Well-
calling it 2 years, but he got paid by the Texans, and he still gets his signing bonus from the Browns, which is $45 million.
Yeah, he just doesn't get
He
his
won't get his guarantee,
like $2 million whatever the hell it was.
whatever.
Pennies.
So there's that situation, which is ongoing and whatever. Then there's the Baker Mayfield situation, of which Baker has pretty much just said, I'm done with the Browns unless they reach out,
Did you see
apologize,
the
massage my
accidental
ego.
leak by the Seahawks
I did not.
on their website?
That accidental?
Yeah, on their website, Baker Mayfield jersey for sale.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
On
I like
their
that.
fan shop.
Wait, how's
So
that-
Baker to
how can they
DK.
do that?
Is it something that they built out? Someone accidentally pushed live?
Oops.
Baker
No
to
audio.
DK.
What?
Oopsie
live?
poopsie.
Just saying.
Which, I mean,
He was in Atlanta last week. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's coming to Atlanta." I'm like, "Calm your britches."
no.
So
So we're down
does
to
Drew Lock hit a couple different cities?
He'll be
No,
Drew Lock will
Jacoby-
be a backup.
Jacoby Brissett.
Who?
Your man. JB.
Jacoby will be
Who actually had
starting
a
quarterback,
Former Patriot. Former Colt.
But like here's the thing.
former Brown in a couple years.
Great backup.
Solid.
That's what we've said. There's guys that are backups that win,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's guys that are backups that become starters that just
That-
kind of fall apart. But Jacoby Brissett, he had at times when he was with the Dolphins looked better than Tua.
As a back, he performs better as a backup than he does a starter.
Right, but like when he can just
There's
come
a
in and
reason
be,
career backups are backups.
is he just like
For
because
that
he's
reason.
like just a gamer? He's like, I'm a gamer. I just want to play.
They're only in short spurts because then they
It's like
clearly
like
have a flaw,
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
It's like, but
and he goes in a lot of spurts.
so this kind of parlays into the discussion that I'd like to have of. So Chase Daniel, another career backup. Games started in 13 years for Chase Daniel.
Are you asking how many?
13. This will be his 14th year, but 13
He's still
years
in the
started.
league.
Yep.
He's at KC. Where's he at now?
Honestly, I
4.
feel like he might be with the Rams.
4.
He was with Casey. Okay,
No.
Ryan. Good.
Hold-
That's a
hold
good
on.
guess. Stoy.
Yeah, he's with the Chargers.
Chargers.
LA.
LA.
Yeah, LA, right. I'm gonna go with 8.
It's 5.
Damn.
I would have. I mean, you've seen enough of him with fairly prestigious organizations, and I feel like he plays.
He's played a lot of downs, maybe not started though.
And I think he's played a lot on teams that are on TV a lot, so you
Yeah.
probably get more shots
Inflated,
of him than normal. But 5 games started in 13 years.
Solid.
Career earnings for Chase Daniel.
Oh God, couldn't I?
Is this like a Brian Hoyer situation where he makes a lot of money
60,
as a backup?
and I feel low, but
60.
60.
No, I'm gonna go like 1.
No, you guys are way high.
Really?
Yep, he basically got like one decent contract.
Okay,
But
so
still, like
so he's probably
remember,
like
he
a
started-
25.
He started
25.
5 games, guys.
$25 million over 13 years.
40. Well, it'll be 41 once he finishes.
60 was not that high.
No, I mean high, but like so. Here's this also goes so like $40 million, and where I want to take this is Live Golf is making a huge splash on guaranteed money
About $1,000.
and how much it is over certain periods of time. 40 million is a big number that's popped up in the news a lot lately. So Deshaun Watson's guaranteed contract.
Yep.
Chase Daniel just happened to fit into this for me. Russell Westbrook moving into the NBA, who is fairly irrelevant at this point in his career.
He's so bad.
Just signed a $47 million tender this morning.
I missed that.
Kyrie Irving just signed
that
a
one.
$43 million
With who?
tender. Who?
Did Kyrie sign with?
Back to the Nets.
Back to the Nets.
Yep.
Player
Westbrook
options.
back to the Lakers. Both their player options. And John Wall, who has not played basketball in 2 years, just got paid $42 million last year to play this many. The same amount of games you and I played in the NBA.
Yeah, he played.
He played for
same.
$42 million last year. He is getting released by Houston and allegedly picked up by the Clippers.
Yeah, saw that.
And so now I take a look at that, and I'm critical of Liv because it's different from the PGA structure, which is very unique. C points that we just talked about, guys getting paid for not playing in all of these other leagues.
Right.
And that the PGA makes you earn your money. Every year you make your contract.
Right.
And yes, you can have, Tiger Woods is kind of the anomaly as far as generational wealth type of thing, being a billionaire, but like everyone else is earning their money every year. So Scheffler's going to have a career year this year. Most likely, no matter what he does, he's not going to have as good a year next year as he did this year. So like each year he's earning his money. These guys earn their money and then they get paid late in life. Pujols of the world, Bobby Bonilla's of the world, making millions, if not tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, years after they're completely washed up. And so the people that have an issue, myself included, with Liv just giving money and then it's like, oh, what are you competing for? It's like, well, John Wall didn't compete at all. Russell Westbrook is washed as they come. Kyrie Irving played 26 games this year. It's like, I mean, yes, they were criticized. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's all within the league that other guys are getting paid and performing, whereas this is a separate league. So, like, do we just like that the PGA makes you earn your money every year? Like, is there something refreshing about that?
I would say, I see where you're going, but I would say they earned their contracts prior to, right? Would you agree that they earned that whatever contract to get to that player option? Would you feel that they earned it because they played in the NBA, they're in the NBA? Would you agree or disagree with that?
I disagree that they earned the amount of money that they were paid.
I didn't say the amount of money. I said the contract.
In some cases.
Okay.
I mean, some guys are get overpaid.
Well,
but like that's
obviously,
that's symbolic of the Live Tour.
Correct. But what I'm getting at is they earned a contract.
Correct. 100%.
They've earned whatever contract that is. Whatever league they're in, that market sets the number.
Right.
Whatever. I don't care about the number per se. Live, they haven't earned anything.
Well, DJ didn't earn 120 million.
No.
Why?
for Live. There's nothing to earn. They're just given.
But Live isn't trying to make money. Live is giving you money based on your prestige, which is exactly what you get paid for.
Yeah, but that's what
In
I'm getting
NBA.
at is in the NBA or in whatever sport you've grown into and you've earned somewhere,
Right.
somehow that clout,
Mm-hmm.
right? Essentially, the Live is just stealing it off the backs of the PGA, college,
But
whatever
they
this
earned
platform
that
is.
money. That's just a new contract with a different league.
Yes, I believe that they earned their contract. The Live is setting a market that I believe isn't there.
Oh, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, do you not agree? Like, to your point, like, is Westbrook getting paid $47 million not exactly the same as DJ getting paid $120 million? They're both contracts that neither one deserves
Absolutely.
based
I
on
agree, I
performance.
agree to that.
Yeah.
But based on their previous performance, they're getting paid that money. It's just like a Pujols contract was 10 years and
Yeah, right.
$500 million or whatever. Is like the last however many years of that contract, the dude's been worth $1 million, not 15 or 20 or 30 million, whatever
Yeah.
it is that he's getting on those backloaded contracts. I feel like that's what Live is. It's just a whole bunch of backloaded contracts in a different league.
I believe like for me, I think the biggest difference is I feel it's a different sport.
Thank you. I agree, but that's why
That's where it's like the whole bigger argument is almost apples to oranges at that point because it's a different game. It's a different.
it is, but that's why we like the PGA.
Correct.
Or that's why I like the PGA, but that's why I have trouble. I'm not nearly as critical of these other sports for doing the exact same thing, but it's because there's only one league.
It's the same sport.
I'm
Yeah.
critical of those contracts.
There is only one league, but it was 3 years ago now, and I think the kid he'll come out of this within like a year or two. He was actually drafted 8th overall by the Braves in the first
Oh, yeah.
round. He went to college. I don't even know if he finished his 2 years. Came out of college, went directly to the Japanese league because he can become a free agent faster
Right, by doing that.
by doing that and getting paid, like, I think over the time span, like $5 million more.
Okay.
He's actually, I just looked up some stats. He's actually doing pretty good over there. I think he went like 6-2 1 year, 6-1 1 year.
Okay.
He had his first year was bad just because he was 19 years old, and
Right.
I think he went like 3-7. But there's still guys that are chasing the money for different leagues. Now, has it caught on as much as maybe the Live has? Absolutely
Well,
not.
they don't have that money. Like the G League is doing something similar now, where guys got drafted this year that they were in their developmental league
But
for
I think
a year.
MLB
They just
is
don't have the money. They're not competing the same
right.
way the Live
I just
is.
think that MLB is so hard to go with because those guys get they get their rookie contract right away,
Right.
and then they don't become a free agent until they're 26, 27 years old,
100%.
7 or 8 years in the league. Whereas these other ones, they hit free agency, they hit those other contracts way faster. So the MLB is tough. So with like Albert Pujols, maybe the greatest 10-year stretch of baseball
He wasn't
metrics
getting
that
paid at that
he
time.
wasn't getting paid at that time. Now it's like, okay, you're
But isn't that
going to
the
get your money.
problem though? Overall, is that like, isn't that where we're missing in sport, especially in professional sport in general, is the fact that like Mahomes just got paid, and NFL is they're probably the most on top of it. NBA, NFL are right there as far as like once you perform, I'm renegotiating my contract, and especially now, like
Yeah.
it's a players' league type of thing, and the players are getting paid. In the last few years, that's definitely
absolutely.
completely turned. So like those guys are getting paid based on current performance, which is what I like.
Yep.
Like that's why I don't have a problem with Mahomes getting paid now. I saw Terry McLaurin got a 3-year, $71 million extension today with the Redskins. Like, dude's performed, get paid now. And, like, that's how it should be. I don't need him. He should not be getting paid. I shouldn't say should not. But, like, in 5 years, and, like, that's the thing is, like, those guys are putting their bodies on the line, but they're putting their bodies on the line. If they're getting paid for it at the time, then the long-term guarantee stuff, to me, that's kind of where I go back and forth. Because, like, PGA, like, you can still get injured in the PGA, and then you're, like, if you're hurt right now,
Done.
you're
Game over. There's no contract.
unless you're on the Live,
Right.
and then you're Koepka and DeChambeau and all of the guys that are their bodies are
Do
degrading, and then they can't.
Do we know the inside detail of those contracts though?
No, we don't. But
So
we do
I mean,
know
is there injury clause? Is there's those things
we don't like.
we don't
We
know.
do know that they have to play.
they have to play?
So I don't
Show
know
up.
if the pay
So maybe
stops once they don't show up.
Didn't we just
or-
learn that it's not 120 million? It's your earnings,
Right. I was going to go into that a little bit when we
which I'll let you
took
do.
a deep
But it's
dive
like,
into, yeah, right. So
but to get back to what you were saying, yeah, I mean, overall contracts should be based upon your performance, but you have to have some future in there.
no, absolutely.
And ultimately, I think what changes the MLB compared to NBA and whatnot is the guarantee,
Right,
Yeah.
but so like, do you
Amount.
do you think
and it's all guaranteed.
the PGA should have any guarantees?
I think it changes
I think if you,
what the PGA is if it does.
I don't.
Right, but like, is
But
that fair? And
No,
I don't know if
I
like
mean-
I think
fair is
maybe
not the right
earning your
word, but,
tour.
like
Let's just say this. So it doesn't have to be a big guarantee or anything by any means. You earn your tour card. You get paid X amount of dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
That X amount of dollars maybe covers your tournament entry fees.
right.
So basically, your tour.
But I mean,
card-
most of these guys are. I mean, like JT, Rory, all these. I mean, they're not paying for tournament entry.
Well, as soon
fees.
as you get a sponsor, your tournament fees are gone because they're going
Right.
to sponsor those.
right, but like I'm saying, right out of college, because that's going to be something that I'm going to talk about here with Liv and.
Well, did you
not
see
when
the
we get there.
agreement today between DP World Tour and PGA? They had in their meeting today, and their press announcement was, so they are now partners. So DP World Tour will not be joining Liv.
Which DB World Tour used to be.
used to be the European Tour.
Thank you.
So there,
Yep,
so
we
like
even
there
know.
was speculation that the Liv was basically going to buy the DP
The Euro.
World Tour,
Right.
Yeah.
And so the fact that and DP World Tour has had an existing agreement as far as playing in different tournaments and stuff like that, where the PGA where they've worked together.
Yep.
As of today, they have a 10-year contract. The top 10 players in the DP World Tour at the end of each year will now get tour cards.
Big deal.
Now I'm sure there's other items that go
course.
into that, but that was the big
That's a
the
big deal.
big thing that came out of that is one, it's a 10-year deal, so they're not going anywhere with Liv,
Right.
which was a huge speculation, especially with a lot of ex
How many events?
Euro players
Going. Live.
going.
How many events do they have to play?
I
So
didn't see it.
just
The
'cause-
details
we
on
see,
that
like-
are
Right.
coming out.
Like, wasn't it a DP World Tour event that was just that mixed event recently?
Right.
So, like, that mixed event, or, because Alex Noren was in that event, and I can't even
Well, like
remember
the
her
Scottish
name, just
Open
killed him.
is a DP World Tour event. It's not a PGA event or a
Right.
Yeah.
so, so like those types of events have always been open to
But they're answering the call is what's happening.
correct. Well, and the PGA is ponying up to keep them. The PGA is spending money, which technically speaking is what Liv that's what Liv wanted to put pressure on them. And I think the guys at the top, as far as top of the PGA players, wanted Liv to put pressure on them so that they could get paid, because the PGA has money. The PGA makes money
We all know PGA
hand
has
over
money.
fist.
Yeah.
They have already, all of a sudden $20 million has appeared, relatively speaking, overnight, with new purses for next year and tournament type of scenarios that will be created. But ultimately, that's just creating the rich get richer. It's not helping the bottom tier guys that Ryan's referring to, as far as guys coming from the Corn Ferry or anything like that,
Yeah.
which is the next thing that is going to happen as these college guys who are very polished, who are PGA Tour ready, who have to go right now through the Corn Ferry Tour basically to qualify for the big. It's like that can't happen. Like, they've got to find a way on the PGA Tour to get these guys a 1-year exemption of, hey, you can start making money right away. You're qualified for enough events to where you can qualify for world golf rankings, chance at at East Lake, that type of stuff, or they're going to lose more and more to Liv. There's a guy that is playing in the Liv tournament this weekend. Number 2 golfer is from Stanford. He's in the field in Portland now. There's a guy from Texas who turned down Liv.
This
a
is
whole bunch of
exactly what
money.
I was going to bring
So,
up.
we're seeing both sides, and we're going to continue to do that. But as long as the PGA continues to pony up, like they should have, before Live,
Years ago,
you're
Yes.
you're still going to see some defection, but I think that the PGA Tour is speeding up their or getting
Their
their
clock.
process sped up very necessarily in order to keep up with
the times.
what they need to. And I still can't, like, the whole reason that whole conversation like came into my mind is like golf is very unique in that way, and I can't decide if I'm okay with that just being the case, or if I'm okay with there being a tweak to, Justin Thomas, you get a 3-year guarantee of, or Rory, you get a 3. And the other question I would have is, Justin Thomas, if the PGA Tour offered you 5 years, $100 million, would you take it, or would you be offended that you didn't have to earn your money? Because like these guys grow up knowing
take
what
it.
they're trying to. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Like
But
that's
why-
just the
I mean-
He would take it because the
already doing
PGA
it.
Tour already has like the tradition behind it.
right, but like
Is that's
there's
why.
no.
That's like if you're in your current role and job and they
Right.
offer you $100 million,
It's hard, you can't. Say
you're not going
no.
to say no. You're going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you
Right.
no.
Oh no, absolutely.
But are you gonna just like at that point you're gonna tip your cap to the Live Tour, because that's ultimately what did that for you.
I mean,
The tour you shunned is why you
But
got paid.
but they don't
I
have the
think-
credibility. That's the thing.
I understand
it's a
that,
credibility
but, like,
thing.
You still have to think, like, you literally have to directly thank the tour that you spoke very, very
down.
down to strictly against, like.
Yeah, but
so,
it's
a
where
little
the
tongue in cheek, right?
Here's the thing with, I think here's the thing about the money in the Live Tour is it's where people see the money coming from.
Right, but
The
like,
P- but the
people don't
PGA
denounce
Tour-
soccer, people don't denounce F1, people don't denounce horse racing, like
Name it.
But they
all the
have,
same money.
But they have those leagues, those different things that you're talking about, have the backing behind them. They have the tradition. They have the long standing. Live is a brand new thing with the money and the social media that's out in front of it, trying to say, okay, yep, this is bad money. This is blood money. This is this. This is this. PGA Tour has this long standing thing. So if I come out and say, hey, the PGA Tour is like, you know what, we're gonna just put a kibosh. We're gonna end Live once and for all.
Right.
Any guy that's in the top 25, we're going to give you a guaranteed contract.
Right. So here's my other question.
Boom, boom, boom.
If
And it's
PGA
done.
does, let's say, 3 years, PGA continues on the track that they're on right now, and in 3 years they say, we're doing guaranteed contracts, for the top 100 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do all of the guys on Live come back?
No. One, I don't think the PGA would allow it.
Yeah, I mean, if they defect from
No.
Live,
And two, why
they're not
would you?
gonna-
Why would you defect at that point? Because then Liv's going to go. Oh, we got to do something, right? So like we're only talking
Yeah,
about
but
the
Liv's
PGA
not
doing
in it
something.
to make. But Liv's not in it to make money. PGA's still in it to make money.
Correct, but
That's
like,
the toughest part with
Liv.
Live.
Liv can't just lose everybody though. Otherwise, there's no Liv.
Well, yeah, but they're never going to lose everybody. You're always going to have 48 dudes who are about the money.
You have to Liv has to have names. Now they might be washed up names.
What's
at
gonna-
some point,
but what's
they
gonna
have to have
happen-
names. They can't
They're
take
going to
us.
happen. And this is
Now
this
I
goes
will
back.
sign that contract.
This goes back to what you just talked about with Stanford and Texas,
Uh-huh.
because there was an Oklahoma State guy as well.
Maybe that's who I was
It
thinking
was
of.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
He
Okay.
announced he was going to Live. So here's the thing: bunch of Texas guys, Spieth, Scotty Scheffler, these guys. I'm not going anywhere from the PGA Tour.
Right.
3 or 4 Oklahoma State guys, I'm going to Live.
All right, but like
So
Hovland's
now-
still on the PGA.
What?
Hovland's Oklahoma State guy. He's still PGA.
But there's I'm trying to think of exactly.
I know. But
there's like 3 or 4 guys that are
College
just
thing
like.
out of this?
I just don't
What?
think it has the call.
Are you going after the college route?
But no, what I'm saying
think
is
it's
it's
the
who you.
colleges?
No, what I'm saying is
your
it's who you're
affiliation.
surrounding yourself
no,
with.
that's true.
Like you surround yourself with Jordan Spieth, you surround yourself with Scotty
Right,
Scheffler,
right.
you surround yourself with Will Zalatoris, guys that have announced, "Hey, I'm loyal to the PGA Tour."
Also,
and that's
knowing
part of
you'll
your
lose their
program?
support if you
Go.
go.
Right. And as of right now, you said Hovland.
He said Hovland.
You said so Hovland. Jordan Spieth, Hovland,
No, yeah, absolutely.
Scheffler, like those two
Right.
guys are above Hovland at this point. So if I lose the credibility with Hovland, or if I lose the credibility with Spieth and Scheffler,
Right. Well, and Hovland's
I have-
young, so it's not this.
I have a
he's got
bigger
ton
I have a
of-
bigger decision to make. But what that Texas kid did when he's just basically said "F you" to the Live Tour and then goes out and wins the Korn Ferry Tour
Right.
event,
which is dope.
dominated.
like.
By the way, so-
Have you guys seen that meme of Stan? I think it is from
Yeah.
South Park with his
Yeah.
balls in
Balls
the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
That's what that kid
Yeah.
just
But
did.
he
Absolutely.
also probably just got $100 million in sponsors in the next 4 years
Right.
doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
it's
the,
not
the,
dumb.
the KPMGs, the RBC Heritage that have just dropped. See you
Everybody.
later. See you later. See you later. They're going to be like, hey, you know what? You're a young guy. We're an old brand. Let's try and merge our networks together.
right.
But the
But
thing
Nil's
that,
going to keep going, or Nil. Liv is going to keep.
Who's Nil?
Nil.
Is that a new one?
Nil's the
NIL deals, baby.
Yeah.
is the NIL.
I know.
But well, because I was thinking college.
I got you.
Eh,
I
know,
follow, I
But
follow.
Liv, 3-letter words.
Right.
They both have
Math.
an I and an L.
That's whatever.
Right. Liv is going to keep going after those guys, and that's going to be, to me, that is the biggest thing the PGA has to solve for. All the other riffraff current guys, I don't even care. I don't care about any of the old guys.
Yeah.
It is who is going to win the battle with who
The rookies.
superstars coming out of college.
Liv's offer for Little John.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to be? Because it's going to be big.
Right, and what can the PGA Tour do, or does the PGA Tour want to be? Do they want to be affiliated with John Daly, or Little John Daly for that matter?
I think yes, because I think John Daly's done. I
love-
think he's done good.
I love what John said though. He said if they would just let me drink, smoke,
smoke, and play
drunk
barefoot.
and play barefoot, I'd win. I'd have a lot more wins.
Right, but I just don't think.
They should let him.
But he would want everyone else also doing that. He just wants an even playing field.
We divulge.
But that's not a
Do they-
divulgence whatsoever.
Do they want?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
little-
I don't
that
think that
aspect?
they don't, in their minds, and the PGA is definitely. I mean, they will put their nose in the air a little bit. The type of people that, so like to me, they're not going to fight for that type of person.
So are they already looking? Are they already looking away from Little John based off of the sponsors that he got from NIL?
All I'm saying is they're not competing for him, meaning that if he wants to take the live money, they're going to say good
I
riddance.
think they're putting there for any of the legacy kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting the fact that their fathers are going to control them personally.
right, but like, do you think?
Because Charlie's not going to live.
Well, no, but Charlie doesn't need to.
But to the PGA,
He's gonna have a Nike. He's
To-
gonna have
to
the
the
biggest
PGA though?
Nike NIL deal we'll have ever seen
Right.
up until this point.
if Charlie's half of Tiger, which I think he's going to be like double Tiger basically in terms of everything, because why not?
He's never gonna lose the pip.
That's
No
the
one,
PGA
no kid
bet.
is ever double his dad from
No,
Superstar.
that's true. But that's the bet that PGA would put their money on. If he can be a Tiger-esque and
Oh, I
have
don't
this
disagree.
aurora, they don't need it.
Like the Aurora Borealis.
But I have a question that I just came to me about this live thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many players can the live have
Well, right now 48.
based upon their limited fields?
Right,
Now
so
they're
like,
going to get more tournaments and all
people
that.
got-
Are they
kicked
gonna
out
go
this
to
week.
54?
But like, how do they? What? No one knows like.
They're gonna
how
go
they
to
kick people
54
out.
because that's what Live. They'll go up to 54
Easily.
because that's what Liv's thing is.
But-
Is 54, 54, 54.
At some point, you got to kick people. How do you qualify for a tournament? Like, how do you pick?
They're gonna probably start to have these Monday qualifiers where maybe you were in the bottom 10.
Why did they not start at 54? Let's just ask it.
no idea.
That is actually a very good question.
dumbest
That
thing ever.
You had 54 everywhere.
Everything was
you had it.
54, and then you
you
went
because
went
it's not
40.
divisible by.
Yeah, it is. It's perfectly divisible. It's 18 people or 18 holes, 3 people starting on each hole. Like, it'd make no sense that they did.
Don't make any sense
48.
at all.
What? How many teams are there? 12.
Sure,
8
so like-
teams?
so there's
So it's not divisible by
54,
the
it's
team
not
numbers.
divisible by the number of teams. Well, then create the correct number of
18,
teams.
make 18 teams of 3.
Change the
You know,
teams.
like that's
They change
that's
the
what
teams
it,
every
right.
week anyway.
That's
I mean,
not
I'm not
hard.
Gonna and
Right.
Do we want to just go into the live? Are we going John Deere
cle-
first, or are we going live? I mean, we're here on the live. Do we just
We're
go
going
on
live
live?
first.
Yeah.
We're already on live. But I just
So
think,
how many players can they have?
I think their cap up until like.
Well, this year it has to be set at 48 all year because
has
of the
to
team
be.
format.
Correct.
But what's
So then
stupid? I think 54 was dumb. They went their Roman numeral. Live is 54 in Roman numeral. Like 54 holes. 54 is 18 under on a 72 hole round. Like
54
everything.
hole-
Eight-
right.
54, 54, 54. Why you didn't do that up front is astounding to me.
It's because their marketing's terrible.
It's awful.
It is
We know
bad.
nothing about Live.
It's
And
awful.
like I'm coming into Portland,
But the
and I
thing
know
is-
On
nothing-
purpose or
I
no?
know nothing about.
Like is there
the team event.
marketing that bad
Yes. Or
that
is
it
we're
on purpose?
talking about it this much?
It doesn't. Yeah,
It's
we're
bad.
annoyed by it.
I'm not watching
and
it.
I don't need to watch
I
it.
can't watch
because
it. I don't even know
what
where
the
to watch
team
it.
event is.
I don't know what the team event is. I don't know what. I don't
They're-
even know who won last time.
First thing
who won
Bryson's-
the first tournament?
First thing Bryson said, he's excited for the team event. First thing Matthew Wolf said, he's excited for the team event.
The team event
we
is
don't
the
even
eighth
know
event.
how the hell the team event works.
The team
They're
event
not
is the-
drafting teams anymore. They're just assigned teams. There was no draft for this tournament.
No.
right. That's the part I don't like.
And Sergio
So-
changed his team name from
so-
Fireballs to
With
Fireballs.
a new hat. Yeah.
With a Z.
You guys, that doesn't sell. It doesn't. Does nothing for me.
Yeah, you should have. The logo changed. It had
saw
more-
it.
Like,
had-
I looked
had more
it up,
fire
though.
on it.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Like they have like a director of marketing. Like they have these
Well, that
things.
person
And
doesn't
it's
get paid
insane.
enough, apparently.
Doesn't get paid enough.
So
They
regardless,
get
so
paid-
we got
they're
48
overpaid.
players this year.
Yeah.
Can they double it next year? So let's say they double.
No, you can't shotgun start.
Because you only can have 48, 54 is max.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, based on
Unless you do two groups a hole.
you could go four
Right.
a hole. Okay, whatever.
so 72.
Fine. 72.
I'm maxing
a
live
golf course out
at
is what you're doing.
I'm just maxing live at 72.
So you can max out at 72 players per tournament.
which
But
again is half of a PGA Tour
How
field.
many can you have in, as backup that you're paying that how do you then qualify who plays, who doesn't? Like that's the
See, I
That's been
almost
my question
cool, you
from
get
the
72
beginning.
players.
Though. The
Then
guys,
what's this tournament? What is this?
the guys that got left out this week, where do they go?
Who were they, by the way?
I mean, I can find the names. You wouldn't know any of them.
That's exactly. So they got
But they
bumped
at least
because-
made
That's what I
100.
mean. Like
They at least made $125,000 last week. So who gives a shit?
right the last time, but like
Yeah, but then
$120,000 once, and now granted, like for them that might have been 10 tournaments.
but
That's
still
fine,
you
but
have
they
nowhere
gotta
to
go
go.
find some place to play now, and
Because
they
they
can't
might-
go to the DP World Tour.
No, and
They can't go PGA. They can't go Corn Ferry.
So to your point of yes, they made money last week. Well, if bigger names come in, they're the bottom of the barrel clearly. Mm-hmm. So they won't get in the next tournament.
So
and the
maybe.
next tournament, and the next
So
tournament.
I think.
it's it's
So this
over.
is where
Unless someone gets
this
hurt.
is. So we see Monday qualifiers all the time for the PGA, right?
right.
What I think should maybe happen for Live is say they get up to 72, right? Say they have 120 players each week. Top 72 play. The previous 54, like it's 54 is their number. So let's say if you made the top 54 this week, you're playing next week. If you were in the bottom 18 this week, you have to play in a Monday qualifier. Top 18, you get in.
And are we still paying the
Or
guys that don't?
Yes, correct.
And here's my question: is of the guys that are dropping out?
If you say no, I think it. This is weird, but I think it almost gives you that credibility that we talked about with the PGA Tour to
There'd be
say
no
like.
point to go over.
credibility though.
But it's like the
Liv's not looking for credibility. That's the whole thing. Is that like we
don't
have
give
like
a
the
shit.
mindset of them looking for credibility or the fact that they like,
want a
don't
legacy,
care
they
if
want- no.
If
But
they
it's the-
make $1,
No matter.
they don't care.
it does drive what they do want because it builds their brand as a competitive nature. And making those guys qualify and saying, "Hey, I need to get into this event."
Yeah, but if they were looking
want
for that, they wouldn't have set the format that they did in the first place.
What about the teams?
They needed to set the format that they did in the
It'd
first
be
place.
great if somebody would explain them.
Right. But
I don't think they have any
needed
clue
to
on
set they needed to set a small vision format because they needed to just launch something.
Right, but then at least share the details. Like,
I don't disagree. I
think
don't
that- I think
disagree.
they're not
Come on.
But they needed to launch something. They needed to do something.
They're not
couldn't
launching it
just
because
sit.
they change. It is so flexible and fluid that
It
they
has to
cannot
be.
say this is the structure.
They can't put anything in, and that's fair.
Which is fair, but it's.
I mean, it's
Let
fair.
me
in the
hang
fact
out
that,
here
like,
because
they
this
don't-
is getting hot.
You guys eat like us three in one podcast could have came up with a better league in terms of all those things
100%.
if money was not an issue. So
They
what-
just did it with however many guys when they did their little trip there.
my thing is, what is Liv really trying to do? I think they're just really trying to change the PGA.
Yeah, but I don't think. I don't think they are. I think they're just trying to wash money.
What's
There's got to be some big conspiracy out there. I
let's-
want to hear this
we're
because
not-
there's got to be some conspiracy
I don't-
theorist
I don't
out there
even
that
need
says,
to, like,
"What is Liv
literally-
doing?"
No, that's why. That's why I
Let's-
say they're not.
let's
They're
get
not
into the financials of it.
They're
Of
not
course,
trying to
why
make
wouldn't
money.
they? I mean, let's get into that a little bit. Washing money.
Mm-hmm.
Their money isn't. Most of the money is not illegal.
No, because it's washed.
So, oil money's not illegal.
This isn't the oil money.
So the question would be,
This
how
money's
much?
got red all over it.
As in diamonds,
Blood.
blood diamonds.
I mean, I'm not going to go deep dive.
Oh,
I'm
he
just
said go
saying
that way.
that there's no way that you start a league like this, have that much money, and have it come from where it comes from, knowing the history of the people that it's coming from, and that money is clean money.
I mean, the definition would be defining the cleanliness.
And I don't know that there's clean money in any professional sports. Don't get me wrong.
There's no
like,
clean
that's
money.
not
There's just no clean money.
clean money in general. Money
no
is
clean
the root
money.
of all evil
Yeah.
for a reason, but like it's also the root of a lot of happiness.
Correct.
So,
But-
don't get me wrong.
And that's why guys are going to the Live is because they want a happy retirement.
I get it. I'm just saying that like if
How does it? How if you're using this to clean money,
Mhm.
how are they getting the money back? Because
How-
it's coming to the United States. Majority of the players are here.
they just have to get rid of money.
So get rid of money. Although Pablo having millions in the walls doesn't know what to, can't do anything with it. You're saying they're getting rid of it?
You tell me why you're starting a tour that is paying absurd amount of money with no broadcasting, no marketing plan, or a marketing plan of a 12-year-old
You-
who's making a sixth
You want
grade
to go
presentation.
conspiracy with it? They're buying people and data.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what they're doing.
They're mining.
They're mining networks
Mhm.
and they're mining the data of that because
I can
that
get on
will
board with
then
that.
give them leverage, power. So many things you do with people and data.
Mhm.
Disrupting, doing all this disruption.
Mhm.
One, I think they're doing that. Two, then with this disruption, what else is happening that we're not seeing?
They're getting something out of it.
Something's happening.
I
that is
wish
non-golf related.
part of me wishes
As many percentages as you can get, which is only 100, is fully
just a cherry on top of this. Part of me wishes like some sort of Live bonuses or something like that was paid out in crypto just to cherry
Yeah, but
on
it never
top of
would be.
this.
no. But I don't.
Just to cherry on top this
You
whole
can't-
thing.
You can't wash crypto.
Yeah, you can't put your money in the market and lose it.
Watch this.
You're saying get rid of money, put it in there and lose it.
Might as well just let us burn it. I don't know. Bury it.
No BS
Give it to
wealth.
Liv.
Jesus.
Just put
No
it in the
BS wealth.
market.
We'll get into crypto,
Yeah,
different
just-
stuff like that. No BS wealth. Don't.
Yeah, jump on over. But
No, I mean I don't have any like.
so okay, let's get to the odds, right?
Let's get to the
Let's
field.
talk about the actual field.
Right.
So or do we, no, we don't break. We'll break after Liv
Yeah.
and play the commercial that we haven't
right.
put together yet.
So the Live
Story needs a
field,
drink.
new additions from last tournament, much stronger field. We've added Brooks Koepka. We've added Abraham Answer. We've added Bryson DeChambeau. We've added Patrick Reed. We've added Matthew Wolf,
because it's going to make me physically ill.
his golf swing. We've added Carlos Ortiz.
I don't even know that you should. Don't hit the Don't hit the flush on him because I actually don't. I
was looking
actually,
for. I was looking for like a meh.
We've added
I can't do it.
Right.
Eugenio Shikara, the number 2 rated.
all you have to
college
do
golfer.
for Carlos Ortiz is, but you start to follow the money.
I feel like that's just for all of them.
But you start to follow the money.
Overall theme.
And so, and I don't think I missed anybody, but those are
probably did.
there was 9 additions. I don't know if that was 9 or not, but
Sweet. Who's
so
winning?
9 guys are now playing that, and 9 guys are now not playing.
What are
that
the-
played in the
What are
previous one.
teams?
Don't have teams yet. Teams have not
Oh.
been released. However, it was announced that the teams are set, and part of the live was that
There was a draft.
before the first there was a draft, except for we found out after the first that a couple of the
South
teams at
African
least
team was
were
picked.
set. We had a couple of trades.
Which
and
is
then
cool, by the way.
team
They do
that
trades
won,
and stuff.
Yeah, but
Except
the
for
team
it
that
should
won
be
just like trounced the other teams because they were way better.
Well, I'm thinking it should be more like if they're going to do teams, and I just went off on a tangent, and I'm going to steal the show.
Right.
If they're going to do teams, it should be season-long teams that you can do in-season trades. Like if you're on a heater,
And
what can I give up to get
So
you?
here's the
that'd
way.
be fun. I don't know how they
here's
do
a-
it, but it'd be cool. Wouldn't
Here's
it?
a way
You
that.
take my shitty
I want
golfer. I
Scheffler.
want your really good golfer.
But here's the way that the live could
Or you're
maybe
down a man. I
compete
don't
with
know.
something
Right.
is follow an NBA, NFL style
draft.
salary cap situation where each team you have X amount of salary cap. Your
Like a
captain,
fantasy?
yes.
Like a fantasy league, and the captains get a. Oh, they should let the fans do it. We just made the league better.
Where Johnny Manziel is
These guys
passing
are like
blunts off to
going the exact
destroy him.
opposite way. They're like, hell no, we're not drafted. I want to play with my buddy. And he got to play with his buddy last week, so I want to play
So are
with
the
my buddy
teams going
this
to end up
week.
being the same every week? At the end of the day, why wouldn't they?
They have well, in some aspects, they have to be in order for them to do the team scoring. In order for them to do a team event,
Otherwise,
at the
because
end
it's
of the
like
year.
because
You can't score points
if
for a
we're
team
all-
event when you're on a different team every
I was
week.
on his
See, this
team.
is
They
what
got
I-
first, second, and third.
This is the only
What?
thing that I want. So, okay. Here's something that I think that could maybe help the team aspect. So there's 8 teams, correct?
for now.
So there's 8 captains. Those
Oh, there's
12.
12 teams.
12 teams. 12 teams. They can't. The captains can't move. Okay.
Except for
You-
what if they don't play?
Nope. Got to play.
What if they get hurt? What if they withdraw?
Okay.
We even talked about what happens
But
if someone
okay,
withdraws.
say it's like a right. Say it's
like-
like a Ryder Cup thing or something like
fill
that,
in?
where like you have your captain and you have maybe your captain's pick.
Right.
Let's just say it's your captain's pick that there's subs, there's these different things each week, but those guys stay on that team every single week. So a captain's pick at the beginning of the year. So 2 guys guaranteed on that team all year. And then you draft your next 2 or 3 guys every week, or you next year draft your next 3 guys because you have 1 sub every single week. That would make more sense in my eyes, based on the fact that now you at least have maybe 1 score, and maybe that captain shoots worse than the other 3, or other 2, but maybe you at least have 1 or 2 scores that are always going to be on your scorecard every single week, and now it's up to that captain to get his team that seed in the end of the year.
Wait, can we get a breaking news sounder?
Wah, 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 wah. Little trap horn.
It's the best we have.
I have the teams.
Oh,
Let's go.
All our Twitter followers had
I'm
sounds.
such a liar. Gosh.
You're
I-
horrible. You had last teams.
I did.
You're just the.
This is going to make me physically ill.
I'm the worst.
I like how we go to YouTube and then we get all our sounds back.
Search. I love this for the win though. The
Hey,
USA
douchebag
Today
of the week goes to me.
Shitty shot.
for the win.
Gosh,
USA
what an idiot.
Today, literally their caption: Sergio Garcia made a meaningless announcement about his meaningless live golf team.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Back to the tournament field. Like, do we do a shitty shot on who picks someone who
Right. So
The winning team.
quick rundown. So the last three guys to get added to this field were Matthew Wolf, Carlos Ortiz, and Eugenio Shikara.
Ortiz is the best player out of those three.
So
Hands
At
down.
this moment, 100%.
yes, currently, so those three did not have odds of which I saw.
I'll take him.
DJ is runaway favorite at plus 600.
I saw these odds somewhere.
Louis stays in plus 900. Kepka 1,000. Answer 1,100. Gooch 1,200. DeChambeau 1,200. Garcia and Reed 1,400. Nah 1,800. Perez, Poulter, Horsfield, Schwartzel, who won the first tournament. To answer Stoy's trivia question.
Charles.
Charles Schwartzel.
Charles.
1 L. No E's or S's.
Charles.
No, Charles.
He's on the live. I can call him whatever I want.
No, his parents ran out of ink.
Charles.
They were writing, and it
Because
just
I'm not gonna lie.
We're going to run
Up
out,
till
so we
now,
better spell
I
his
really
last
thought-
name.
I thought it was always. I always.
Go to Schwartzel.
Let's
it's
just
really
use the
long.
stamp for the
always
last
called
name.
him Charles Schwartzel.
That's because his
Always.
name starts with an S, so that didn't help his cause.
No, I
his
just
last
went
name was
with
starting
it.
with an S.
Wow.
Um,
No wonder he's on the live.
notable Phil Mickelson is plus 6,600, which is below Richard Bland, who is 5,500.
Don't touch
Let's
that.
see. Yeah, that would be the most notable. Well, Chase Koepka, who will play in every live tournament because that had to be a part of Brooks Koepka's contract, is that he can't get cut. I would almost guarantee that.
There's no cuts.
No, I'm talking about
He can't get cut from the tour.
Cut from the 48.
I know, but they said there's no cuts.
right
And now
but
they've
like if
cut 9
somebody
people.
gets, well, yeah, I mean, they can't get cut. They just don't get a play. They
So,
can't
like,
get
what if
cut
s-
if
hey-
they play.
This is my question on that.
So he can't not play.
Of the players that are not playing,
Mm-hmm.
one, are they getting paid? Two,
No.
the question is, what if someone withdraws? It screws up the team thing. So does a replacement get a play right
They
away?
just play on the team. Yeah.
So like,
It'd just be like the tour has alternates.
yeah, but I mean,
You
in
just-
the middle of the round.
No, they just lose the. If he withdraws in the round,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and just screw your team over. Remember, you're not taking all four team scores. You're only taking 2 and then 3. So you only have to
No.
technically have 3 guys available.
What if you lose 2?
And then you get the worst score possible, whatever that is.
Do we get to take? Do we get to hit 2 balls?
You
Like,
automatically lose the team event for the week.
which means
You're not in the running for the
So-
$5 million.
So you said
because you just guaranteed us.
you gave us the 9 newcomers.
everyone over 5.
Mm-hmm.
You gave us the 9 newcomers.
Right.
Let's make our side bet this week. Best finisher out of those 9 newcomers.
Was Hudson Swafford a newcomer? I think he is. I think I missed.
Give me
I
or
missed him.
I'm gonna ride with Ortiz.
Carlos Ortiz, best finish of newcomers.
Absolutely. I don't even know who they all are, but those 3 I know.
Bryson.
Brooks, Bryson, Abe.
Oh,
I mean, I'll take answer.
nah. Give me Ortiz. Screw
I
it.
mean, we're both going with Mexicans.
Hey, love me some good tacos.
You want answer?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, here's the worst part. We're not even analyzing the course.
I have no idea.
it's
where they're
Portland, Oregon.
So
playing. Elevation.
quick, it doesn't even matter. The course is called Pumpkin something.
Ridge.
It's a Pumpkin Ridge, but it's a combination of 2 courses. They're playing 12 holes of one course and 6 holes of another.
That's cool.
So, I mean,
that's cool, but
kind of
like,
interesting.
So
you can't
okay,
research that.
quickly go with
Which
those 9 again.
hollow and then something else.
You should actually pull it up.
Quickly go with those 9 again.
Brooks.
Bryson Brooks.
Bryson Brooks, Abe. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum.
Wolf.
Wolf,
Ortiz. Chikara.
Shikara. I don't remember if Hudson Swafford was on there before or not.
They have really cool names.
Um,
Witch Hollow, Ghost Creek,
Ghost Creek. Yep, that's the other one. And they make
That's-
up Pumpkin Ridge,
Pumpkin Pass,
which
is there's a pumpkin. Wait, what?
Pumpkin Ridge is the course or the club or something.
Oh,
like
there's
that.
3. There's 3 courses.
Yep, and then they're
Pumpkin
playing
Pass is another course, and they're
at
playing
Pumpkin Ridge. All of those are
Oh,
at
Pumpkin Ridge. Witch Hollow.
They're
Ghost
playing
Creek,
a
and Pumpkin
combination of the first 2 that you named within. So like there's somehow, I don't know how that transition goes. I don't know who the other 3 guys.
Pass. The funny thing is they're 18-hole courses too.
If Hudson Swafford
Hey,
is a newcomer,
did you guys
then
know
I'm
that
taking him.
in 1996, Tigger won the U.S. Amateur at Witch Hollow? Just want you guys to know.
No, he was not. He's not a newcomer. He was on the.
Number 2, best new private course.
Like Live Golf.
When it
like,
opened
how
in
do you not
1992.
have
Anything?
like they don't even have their updated. Like they don't have an updated who's in for this tournament, and it starts in 3 days. On their website, on livegolf.com. That's how bad it is.
I'm just gonna say, money doesn't buy you everything. Their marketing has been abysmal. And how are you only on YouTube? You couldn't give.
Well, they
BBC
they did
enough
sign
money?
with a different company who I've never heard of. That no, Hudson Swafford was in the first tournament. Ryan.
He was. Yeah. So I can't take him.
You can.
No, we said newcomers.
I mean, that's what I said. You can't take him. You just would automatically lose.
That's fair. Because is Peter Uline? Is he's a new guy?
You just pick one.
That's what I'm gonna do. If Peter Uline is new, then that's who my guy is.
We don't even know how to pick him.
Yeah, I do. I have the 48 people.
No, I mean,
First.
how do we know he's a new guy?
Because I have the 48 people from the first event.
Oh, from the first.
He's not.
What was that? Say it louder.
No.
What was that?
He said "fut."
Why wouldn't you go play on the?
Come on.
I don't understand.
So hard to find information on this stuff.
That's the worst part. Koepka, Bryson, Matt Wolf. I'm just gonna
did
go Matt Wolf.
Fowler never signed with Liv.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm gonna go Matt Wolf.
I don't trust this article. They listed Fowler's name as being part of Liv.
I'm gonna go Matt
done
Wolf.
Okay.
Just cause.
Well,
Because
he's not good.
unusual tour, unusual swing. Which that tweet that you sent us, that fake PGA Tour tweet that Charlie Woods, the GOAT,
Please tell me you
favorited.
didn't think that was real. I couldn't tell.
I wanted it to be real.
Okay, that's fair. That's valid.
That's actually very valid because I think we all did.
You could pull up the tweet if you were connected.
I do have it right here. I'll just hold it in front of the camera. PGA Tour spelled TUOR. So the mock tour account, Foe, said Jay Monahan did not mince words about Matt Wolf's departure. We didn't lose Matt Wolf. We got rid of him. There's a difference. You think we want that swing on tour? Jay Monahan. Charlie Woods, future GOAT, liked that. All right.
So guys that are
You can
projected to
tweet
do
that
well,
to OPS.
expert
Who's what, though?
picks that have been thrown out there. Taylor Gooch. This is just based on
Nothing.
shots gained and stuff like that they've actually looked at the course, which we have not.
Zero. Zilch.
Gooch, Horsfield, Norris are some names being thrown out there, none of
Ooh.
which we picked.
Nice.
Sean Norris? I don't know who that is, but Sean Norris, is that right?
Can
He's decent.
do you guys do you feel like people can tell that we like the Live?
Yeah, but I mean, I think
I don't even
I think it's relevant to have the conversation like this
Oh, it
because
has
it shows that yes, we're interested, but no, we don't care.
it's a cluster.
I do care because I
think it's
I care because I like watching. There's still high level golfers here,
I get it,
and I
They're not
like
playing
watching
high level golf.
but maybe they
Taylor
will this week.
Gooch.
Maybe this week they might.
I mean, we've got
Last week they were not playing.
Taylor Gooch.
the Live
or last
tournament has a better field this week than the PGA.
Correct. This is what it's
100%.
designed for. Like this is what they're attacking.
Mm-hmm.
You can't attack majors. You can't attack any of that. So This week will tell us.
We can't say that
there's-
Abe Answer hasn't been playing high level golf.
No.
no,
I said
I'm
the
just
last
saying
live
that, like-
tournament was not high level
Right.
golf. Not the players going in.
Right.
It's the fact that the tournament itself.
The players have to step up and play
They still
that
have
high
to
level.
play.
Yes.
Now there are some solid names in there, yes, but
Like the weird thing about this is
go Ortiz,
we talked
baby.
about maybe like Patrick Reed, who cares if he leaves or not, but at the same time, we were just betting him not that long ago on like one and done picks and different stuff like that because
whoa. Do not put me with Patrick Reed. I did not bet on him.
I should bet on him in
This
this.
year.
I should change my pick.
he's not a newcomer.
No, he's changing his pick.
Yeah, he is. He didn't play in the first one.
Yes,
We didn't.
no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Nope. I'm sticking with it.
I know.
Me too.
I'm sticking with the
Ride till I die.
sword.
I do have the team captains.
Oh, fair.
Sergio.
Louis is still the Stinger captain.
Don't tell me names, please.
No, I have to. It makes it worth it. Bryson, newcomer.
Bombers.
Now Crushers.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, right. Lee Westwood, the
Old dogs.
Majestics.
So old still.
Hidito Tanara, Torque. DJ still 4 aces. Martin Keimer still the Cleeks. Wade Ormsby, which I've seen several tweets that Wade Ormsby has the best agent of all the people on the Live Tour because nobody's ever heard of him, and he's like a team captain and got a pretty.
He's
decent,
the man.
Yeah, so he's on the punch. Graham McDowell is the Niblix. Brooks Koepka, the Smash. Phil still the High Flyers. Sergio still the Fireballs. They didn't update this. The S is now a Z. And then Na is still on the Ironheads. Who was it? Was it Louis' team that won? They won going away, right? The South Africans. The first week. It was like him and Brandon Grace and all of them.
So do we want to put a shitty shot on a team that we don't know of yet?
Only alcoholics would do something like that.
And the tournament's in 2 days.
Yeah. And also,
Wait, no.
I'm pretty. It's
We already did.
Thursday to
One.
Saturday.
Pretty
Yeah.
did our newcomers.
Whatever newcomer is, we got that team.
Yep.
That's it. Right till we die.
So your newcomer captains would be Brooks, Bryson. No, just Brooks and Bryson.
No, I mean whatever team Ortiz is on, it's winning. I don't care.
I mean, do you think that
Are
Brooks-
Ortiz and Answer on the same team though?
Absolutely.
We don't know the teams yet.
Absolutely, they will be.
Do you
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like you guys got the
do you
same
want to
team.
take? Do you think they'll be on Sergio's team?
Plausible.
Spaniard,
Yeah.
Mexican, like, and like,
They all
at
speak
what
Spanish?
point did someone walk in the room and be like, "This draft's fucking stupid. Give me these 4 dudes. See you later.
It's
Give me
wh-
my damn money."
One of the bigger names said,
Koepka
We're
just
not
walked
doing
in
this.
and was like, "No,
"No, we're not doing this.
like,
I want my
see you
brother
later."
and I want
right,
whoever else I pick."
right."
But I don't know. I've always been like this trash talker, UFC, different stuff like that. Like that's
Hey, before you, I just want to interrupt because I don't know this answer and I need to before you get into that. Do the teams play together?
No,
no.
they're just all over the golf course.
So like
After
you're on
the
the
round, we'll
Stingers,
just
Cole's
figure
on the Crushers, I'm on the High Flyers.
We're all in the same group.
We are all in the same group. We play.
After the round, we're going to
So
discern
Thursday-
who the best 2 scores were for my team,
From Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, it's the
top
best 3
3.
scores.
and then we're gonna put that in a.
Which actually isn't, I mean,
It's
think
fine.
about
It's just
when you
like-
play in high school tournaments. High school tournaments, you don't play with your teammates the whole time.
Yeah, but they're designing this thing around the teams. Let the teams play together Thursday, Friday, then put the winner of the tournaments. Never mind. Because there's no cut. Never mind. Continue. Did I screw it up? Did I interrupt you and screwed up your thought?
No, I'm just
good.
like I like that. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like, regardless, if I play a better round than you two and I'm on the High Flyers, my team's doing better than your team. So,
Yeah, but the whole thing's derived around the teams. So if you wanted to if you wanted people to follow the team event, have all this fun, then the first 2 days the teams are playing together. You can track the teams, and then the third day you go, okay, now we're into Sunday golf.
But it's like
Saturday golf.
So here's the thing. It's like in a sense, it's like a wrestling tournament.
Yeah.
You know, if
That's
I think
probably
about
why
it,
you like it.
but it's like a wrestling tournament. Like everybody's playing for themselves, but at the end, you still have a team score. Now, event 8 is like national duels or whatever it might be, where you're actually playing a true team event, a match play event where you're going in a bracket and getting all the way to the end. Right now, it's, hey, just take my points. If my team wins in points, my team wins in points. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I still think
All
they
right,
should have just
real
focused on
quick,
teams.
just to make sure that all of the information was included. I have the 9 guys. So Ortiz, Shikara, Wolf, Bryson, Yuka Inamori, Kepka, Patrick Reed, Pat Perez also knew. We knew he was going, but he didn't play in the first one. And Answer. So does that change your...
No, Ortiz was on the top of the list.
Yep.
Yes, it changes me to Pat Perez.
Absolutely. I love me some Patty Pat. He's gonna
Because
play
we're
well
all
in
going.
this.
I
This is a-
want
this
the
is a
vibe.
Perez
I want the
league.
vibe between us.
So, like, no matter what, we're having... So, like, the shitty
they're
shot...
probably gonna be on the same
shitty
team.
shot is margaritas then?
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to have some
bring a-
chips and salsa here.
I'm gonna
next
bring
week?
a NutriBullet.
Loser wears the sombrero.
I do have 2 sombreros at home.
Done.
Yes.
Done.
Love that.
Done. Done. Done.
See?
100%. I have sombreros.
We're just out here living our best life.
Oh, all right. And at that note, let's
have
take a
that.
break and grab some drinks.
On that,
After
play
these
the commercial,
messages, we'll be right back.
which we will have that eventually. Wow. I don't. The more you dig into the lid, which I haven't done.
No, it's just a rabbit hole of never-ending nothingness.
How did
Frustrating,
How do
actually.
you have this much money? No smart person to come up with any idea.
You can't update your website? Like, their last event was 3 weeks ago. Hasn't been updated.
That in itself screams. They bought you too, sir.
add anything into mine because playing third base with absolute nukes coming at you might be a little.
Jeez, this guy acts like he's playing in the pros.
I'm actually going to the hall after this, so
What time you play?
And
8:15.
He means the hall and not the Hall of Fame. He was not talking about the hall.
I don't know. I might go into the Raccoon River Hall of Fame.
Ah.
Actually, that's not. This is. And I don't. I've had a guy that plays a lot tell me this. And I'm kind of the same way with softball as I am golf, in a sense, where I don't play enough to be as good as some people, but I'm still not a bad player, if that makes sense. So like Thursdays when I play, well above probably top 2 or 3 players on that team. Tuesdays when I play, maybe bottom 4 or 5 players on that team, depending on the week, it might be higher than that, just average or below average on that team. But I don't play, I'm not that guy that plays 3 times a week, 4 times a week, does batting practice, does fielding, like any of that stuff. I just play because it's something to do.
But I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
Boys, I have picked 0 of the field
So
that
have
are
I.
one and done.
Yep. So have I.
0.
So have I.
That's what we're getting into.
That might be a lie. That might be a lie. Let me.
I
think
have
there's
the
one.
field in front of us. I can do whatever is necessary.
I might have one guy out of there. No. Oh, Steve Stricker withdrew. So
Yep, no, that's what I. Yep, he withdrew, which could have.
you know what's a crazy one?
Oh, wait,
And I'm gonna
so he's
actually
going to
mention
live?
this. I'm gonna actually. Oh,
No.
Oh,
I'm going back to the well this week.
I don't know what that means.
Usually, when you say back to the well, that means like you're winning, like something that's happening very well for you.
And
I know where you're going.
When Ryan says "well,"
Do you?
Oh,
it
yeah.
means he's going back to the.
I don't think you do.
he's going back to the.
Oh, well, you have an
latrine.
idea. You have an idea because I like that
And
person
his
that you're
pick
highlighting,
is
but it's
flushable.
nowhere near that.
Your pick is flushable. That's what I just heard.
100%.
So you're gonna fade his pick automatically, blind, a blind fade.
All right, so let's get into
Blind
it.
fade with shitty shot.
Let's
If
go
you
into it.
If you blind faded, I'm making this rule. Don't care. If you blind fade for a shitty shot, it's double for that other person.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Book it.
Okay.
So it's booked.
So it's booked.
Just so we know,
so
yes.
you're doing it this
booked.
week. It's live.
it's booked.
It's live.
I just blind fade shitty shot at your ass.
Ooh, this is
Okay.
good. I can't wait.
So we
That's a
player to
PFSS.
fade is last.
Can we talk about
Player to fade is last.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So this week, John Deere Classic, TPC Deere on.
which is how far from us?
It's a local, basically a local muni
Is it
to
what,
these
3
PGA
hours?
guys.
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 3.5 hours from us right now.
Silvis, Illinois.
Have you ever played it?
I have not.
I have not.
Know several people who have.
Yep. Same. I've been on it.
Not in
Walked
an
around.
overly
Family-
intimidating course.
Basically, it's basically like a family tournament to me. I mean, family business is John Deere, basically. So at this point, pretty much a family tournament.
She thinks your tractor's sexy.
Amen. We're a green family. We're not a red family.
Oh, that's too bad.
I don't know.
I mean, you can be washed either way. I've been washed to red, which I had no allegiance 7 years ago. So, here we are.
We're a black family. It's fine.
Like, are you are you Chevy or Ford?
Chevy.
See, and like that's all, like what I've always leaned. But I have no
Chevy.
I don't have
no reason.
I have no sentiment to
I have
it.
a Chevy now, but I've never had a Chevy.
Since I was
before.
young, I've always loved Silverado. So
Yeah,
I
my dad
don't know
was
if there's
always
like
Chevy. My grandpa was always Chevy.
But I like so
my
here's
in-laws are now Chevy. So
here's my new thing about Silverados. I like the older body styles that have a little bit more like the rugged squared
absolutely.
off
I've
look
always
than
loved
the new
square.
ones.
I've always 100%
But that's just
Unless you go
every
custom, then it's totally
design
different.
These days is
Rounder.
just the same.
rounder.
They all just copy each other.
They call
Like
it.
but Ford is definitely more squared off. So
Yeah, but Fords are just kind of ugly. They're like
They also
domey.
break down all the time.
Well, that's why they're cheap.
Brian.
Ryan's
most
Raptor.
most affordable.
But it's funny because then like
Built Ford tough.
they're Braves are up 1-0.
It's just Ford tough. Notice it's not built tough.
It's just Ford. It's not
But okay, let's
Like,
keep
oh,
going.
You're tough for a quarterback.
Let's keep going. Let's not do
you know, the
this.
worst thing you can hear is
Yeah.
like, thanks.
Yeah.
Kicker's really tough.
Right.
Total
Tough for a
yardage.
kicker.
Total yardage this week 7,250. Par 71. There's 3 par 5s, 4 par 3s. Fairways are wider, but they're tree lined. Looking at, they typically play a little firm, and there's a decent amount of rollout. I've looked. There's not a ton of rain in the forecast this week. There's a little bit on Friday, but I didn't see any early.
And it's been hot and dry here.
Yep. I didn't see any early rains.
Very pleasant this week, though.
Early this week.
Just a beautiful week so far.
Greens are honestly larger, easier to hit. I think this week. So we'll just preface with this: it's in the bottom 10 of hardness on tour year after year. So this is a very easy course.
It's gettable.
Greens are larger, slower, about 11 on the stent meter. In the past, historically, it's 70% fairways hit, 70% greens in reg hit. So that's what we're looking at. Overall course wedge play is key here. Specifically, one thing that I looked at was like 125 to 175, right around that range. So short irons for some guys, those 9 irons get up into that 175
It's
range.
not a bomber's course.
Right.
No,
like,
but bombers can overpower this
they-
course.
this course, so like this course would be Tinder, and like other courses would be Bumble.
Okay, he went away. I was not. I'm thinking
I
about the
don't know
ribs
why
I'm
that
eating
came
later,
to
and
mind,
you
but
went
I'm just
Tinder, and
like-
I was like, yeah.
Well, when he
that's
said
soft.
easy,
Yeah, I got you.
my
Yeah, yeah.
mind went straight to the
You
gutter. and
calling
I'm
my
like,
wife
oh.
easy?
I'm just saying that like Bumble, you got to work for it because the girls got to accept you. Tinder, you're
I
just
don't know
all
the
in, so
rules.
I'm like, just like.
Are you calling my wife easy?
Is this how
Why,
you met
did
your
get-
wife?
No, absolutely not. I've never been on a dating app, but I just
He knows about him.
I
though.
know about them.
Huh?
I've got
Here
a lot
it is.
of
Research you do.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I know
so
people
my-
have been on them.
little
And they
preface-
interest me.
My wife and I legit. So
What'd you meet on?
We met a couple times before
On
this because
Tinder?
my best friend
Christian
is
Mingle.
one of my best friends is from her hometown.
Farmers
But
only.
when we actually like started talking, started seeing each other, Tinder.
Tinder.
Huh.
God dang it.
We didn't
take-
have that.
I take it back. I've got more respect for your wife than I do for the John Deere Classic.
He's changing it now. And by the way, his respect for John Deere Classic's really low,
Really
so that's
low.
not like it.
So,
It's slightly
but
better.
I feel like
Carly,
knowing each
get him.
other
Sick.
beforehand. Carly, I apologize.
Well, this got awkward.
I'm just saying. It was.
And I just hit hit the down. I just hit my lever on
Yeah.
this and went down. Just defeated. No,
Wait,
I'm a big Tinder
suffering
guy.
from low T?
You guys,
Our tangents these past couple weeks have been great. But let's
That's
keep
the
going.
John Deere Classic.
So
I'm trying to
hazards.
make the John Deere Classic.
Hazards. We're looking at big bunkers and landing zones on fairways. That's the biggest thing. There's
Love
some
some big bunkers.
There's some bunkers around the greens, but mainly what's going to cause problems are the bunkers in the fairways that are in landing zones. Weather this week. Early winds.
yeah, 16.
16 is decently high because you're going to get some gusts that are maybe 20. You're going to have to wait for those. 11's not
got
bad, but
trees.
you got some rain in the morning on Friday, so maybe some different conditions between Friday morning and Friday afternoon. Saturday, which is what we always talking about as scoring day, is the best day of the week. 77, 6 mile an hour winds. Let's just go low.
Moving day. Yep.
Let's move. Let's go low. Sunday, 81, 10 mile an hour winds as your high. Let's go lower. Key metrics this week that I have on here. Typically, I have 4 or 5. This week, I only have 3. I went tee to green.
Mm-hmm.
I went proximity 125 to 175, and I went bogey avoidance because if you're not getting birdies here and if you're getting a lot of bogeys, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
If you start bogeying, you're going to be out of the field.
All right.
You will miss the cut
Field
because
is
there is one.
Field is the weakest we've seen this year by far. With Webb Simpson, what did you say he was? 52.
I think.
52 is the highest rated golfer in official world golf rankings. Course history, it's been played here since 2000, and this will come into play for our side bet here. 18 under
This
for
is-
the last 12 years
This is
in a
our
row.
side bet. This is the side bet. Does it
One.
go to 13 or not? That's the side bet.
13 what?
Years in a row.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Or does it not?
Yes.
So it finishes at 18
Or
for
higher.
13.
higher.
No, it's not or higher. Right here it says 18 for 12 years.
18
That
or higher.
it's 18 or higher.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Hasn't
That's
If
what I was
that
like.
was-
I was
no,
like,
no.
I was like, that's it. That was like the Navy
Stoy has
stats.
created amazing.
That was
the Navy
that was a
Army
Navy
stat.
Army.
That's
yes.
what I was
Right,
going.
right,
No,
right.
no, no. It was
No, I see what you're
18
saying.
or higher for
Yeah.
12
Yeah,
years
I
in a row.
gotcha. I
Never
gotcha.
mind. I do
And just like I
apologize.
said earlier, consistently ranked in the bottom 10 in hardness on tour. The thing that is to watch out for, 2 holes that I have here, 2 of the hardest holes on the course are 9 and 18. So if your golfer, if your bet is close to making the cut, and maybe they're 1 stroke away or right on that borderline, and they're going into 9 or 18, hold on to your britches a little bit. Because those are the hardest holes on tour. Or not on tour, on this course. Sorry.
I'd like to give the John Deere a lot of credit and say that I'll watch any golf this weekend, and I love golf, but I'm just probably going to have better things to do this weekend.
You can watch the live.
It is also 4th of July weekend, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest.
There's a reason this tournament's on this weekend.
Golfing on. I'm gonna probably go take the boys out on Sunday and then.
I did have to put on there ZJ finishing position.
ZJ.
Not that we need to. Zach Johnson.
On course. Absolutely. DU?
I was thinking of a different ZJ, but yes, yeah, DU.
We'll talk about what level we want to.
Tender? Is that what?
No, I sure did, sure did. But ZJ, DU.
This course is soft.
We'll talk
and easy,
about what-
just like Ryan.
Frozen. Frozen. He's not frozen. He is actually
Trying to like
That's what my wife calls me.
frozen.
the Big Easy.
Soft and easy.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I like to think I'm young enough to
On our
falter
souls.
away from the
No,
the latter or the former of those two.
the ladder. See, he doesn't.
The former of those two. I like to
Hicks?
think I'm young enough.
It's not an age thing.
It's a medical condition.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
taking it too far. I'm just talking about the state of my body, not the state of my flaccidity. Is that a word?
Yeah.
You know,
We have gotten great
I
at this.
completely left it, and then you brought it back with ZJ, so that's on you.
I just want to push this button.
Oh, it just totally should have been like the want button.
Nope. Nope.
Played the-
Yep.
I don't know. I just found
Just
that.
feels good.
I was just ready for the
All right.
wah, wah.
Should we go on shitty shots?
Yeah, we
Side
should
bets.
Probably do
Are we going to
something.
start with side bets?
Might as well. We already got one.
That way
done.
we get them in this week.
Yeah, we got. We got
one down.
We're
Live
doing
bet
like
over
6
under
this week.
over under 19 and a half.
I knew you'd start there. You're such an asshole.
Really is an asshole.
No, really?
Because 20 was
Stoy's
like,
at the under. So here we go.
like 20 was it.
God, these guys are they're so bad, but like they're still really good golfers. So like, are they just gonna play really good golf this weekend? Probably. Especially if Saturday and Sunday are nice. Like, you know, you're gonna have guys that shoot like 63, 64 on the weekend.
Will not be lucky
Lucas
number
Glover
13.
went 19 under last year.
I get it. Lucas Glover.
Who? No, I know who he is. That's,
He's in the field. He's also getting really no love
yes,
for being.
I will take the under.
Past winner.
Is that where we're setting it? Can I get it down to 18 and a half?
2019.
No, I like 20. I'm an under guy. I like 20.
And you're
Dylan
you'll take
Fratelli.
19 then,
Dylan Fratelli went 21
I will
under.
concede at
at 19.
19.
Ryan? Yeah,
Okay,
looks like he
guys,
just saw
time
blues
out.
for the first
Yeah,
time
what
in
the
his
hell
life.
was
Time out. In
Might as well stay
2018,
on the track.
Yeah.
I just want to go 2018.
Yeah.
Michael Kim won this tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's amazing.
He's pretty good. He's still in the tour.
Can you just guess what he went under?
31, baby.
27.
Did you already look this up?
I did not.
No.
27
It was
under.
your eyes.
I could see the 27.
See the 27.
Sean Alexander, greatest 27 of all time, maybe.
I mean, somebody's going low this week. Somebody's going.
I'm going over.
Yeah, I'm going over as well.
So it should be higher.
No,
You went
20
over,
20 and a half.
no, he went under.
I wanted 20.
but you
So
still
20
went
and a
under?
half.
Yeah, but it's still over 18.
I said I would concede at 19 if there was an
Here's the
argument.
real question: do we all have a shitty shot if it goes under 18 for the first time in 13 years?
That would not.
Yeah.
No, because I took the under. That would not have that.
You went
work.
under 19 and a half. You didn't go under the 18 that's been for 12 straight years.
Why would I only give myself one stroke difference?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, do we all have a shitty shot if it does, since we are all over
Because you still hit
the
that.
record? You would still hit
You
the
would still
one.
hit
I
that.
just said if they rewind,
we would
I
hit
just
2.
said it's not going 13 years.
You would have your
I
one, but
literally
we would
just
have
said
two.
that before
I
we
missed-
got to this
so,
number.
Oh, okay.
So it's going under.
Okay.
So,
it's
then,
not going
but then you
13.
just told us you like 20.
But my gut feels that, but I'm just calling it. It's not going lucky 13. It's just not. But I like 20.
If I could
as
take
the
this
score.
microphone
Uh-oh.
off the stand and beat
You
my head
can.
with it, I would.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not worth it. What's going on?
About to die.
His computer. He didn't charge it.
What an idiot.
Rookie mistake.
First time?
No, but if it goes under 18, basically the question is, does it go 13 or does it not? Stop at 12.
Yes. No, it goes.
Okay.
These guys are too good.
I don't,
The course didn't get any tougher.
No.
They didn't start ripping out and putting in new greens or anything like that.
I like misery. Let's bring misery.
John Deere does not like misery.
To be fair, I also said this about the Army Navy.
The John Deere is here for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
The John Deere
Before
is not
what?
here
What's
to make
even next
teams
week?
The precursor to the Open.
Like, so there's nothing.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row we've
There's
got
just nothing.
We're going to have a good.
whole bunch of
We will
Tiger
have
talk
a-
next
Wait,
week.
no,
Much better
Tigers.
field.
It's Tigers.
Tiger's prep.
Tigers prep.
He's back next week.
He's also doing an event this weekend too. His own a Tiger. What they used to call him? Tiger Jam. I think
Sure.
He's doing another Tiger Jam.
Oh,
Did you guys see the picture of his leg?
Yeah.
Looked like a shark attack.
Yep.
There's nothing left on that leg.
Well, I mean, probably similar to.
A shark attack.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, are you plugged in over there?
I'm good.
Does it?
Oh,
finish?
next week's the
Not
Scottish Open.
Right, but like only not everybody's playing that. I mean, that'll be a good.
I
field,
bet
but
it'll be a good field because it's a brand new
But
course.
that's not what Tiger's playing in though.
No.
no.
I mean, there's a PGA event next
There's
week
a-
as well.
Where
It's the
Tigers,
Barbasol.
where
Yeah, but
Tigers
that's
at
Tigers.
is where
Tiger will be
it'll
at
be
Barbasol.
at. Anyways, does it go
Don't
to?
stop overshadowing the John Deere, damn it, Ryan.
Says the guy doing it the entire day. Anyways, does it go 13 or no?
13 years.
Lucky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it?
And that's why
Does it?
your
So
your
like
call
that's
of
all
like,
our shitty shot needs to be. Then we don't
That's
need to
what
worry
I
about the
said
score-
earlier.
scores.
I just didn't know it was 18 and over.
Right,
That's the shit. That's the shitty shot.
because you're saying it doesn't.
so
So then,
so is
I
it
like
18
misery.
and a half?
I like
no,
misery.
it's just 8. Like
Just do the 18.
So it's 17 and a half.
No, just do 18. It's 18 or over. Just do 18 or over.
so, if it hits 18, it
Then we all
It's
push.
13.
huh? No, it's not a push. It's
This-
17.
so it's 17
For
and a half.
Ryan's question, it's 17 and a half.
Or you.
Because
You didn't have
You can't put it on the number, or you have a push.
Not with the stat that says.
I get it,
18
but
or
as
over
far
for
as when
13.
you look at it, when you're putting it into betting odds, you
We're
have to
not
put a
doing
half
betting
on
odds.
it.
This is a side. This is side.
get
None of our sides are on.
You're
betting
gonna,
odds.
gosh, we're putting 5 shitty shots on it.
It's 17 and a half. That's our number.
Stoy's
Book
taking
it.
all of the shitty shots if he loses.
So if it's that, we're all fine. Whatever. I'm taking them all. You guys just want to do something so I catch up because
No, what do you mean?
You clearly
losers.
said that
You said it's
you
not
think
going
it's not
13
gonna
years in a
happen.
row.
No, it's not.
And we
So you're
clearly think
taking it
is.
17, and I think
So you're
it's
taking
over.
17 shots, one shot for every stroke up to 18. 54. Because
54.
18
'Cause
times
18
3
times
is
3. Live tour, here I come.
This is how live.
Sign me up.
I feel like this conversation right
Is how
here
it started.
is how the live
And it just blew.
tour started. They're like,
Sounds like the marketing.
And then,
we'll
and then
drink another drink,
And then
we
let's
make
start.
teams.
Let's start with 48.
You know what we should call them? The Crazy Bananas.
Hey, the Banana Baseball League is pretty cool.
No,
Savannah Bananas.
Savannah Bananas.
It's a league.
It is.
They've made it a
Are
league.
they?
No, it's a team.
They're a
But
team.
they've made the league.
Right, they're like the Globetrotters of baseball,
Except for
basically.
they're like
They're exactly because some of their players play on the other teams, which is the exact same as like the Generals and
Like
the
the-
Globetrotters.
Anyway, ZJ finishing position.
Zach Johnson.
So his top
Always
5 best
finishes.
finishes are first, second, third.
Okay, and how?
And
recently?
he's got, like,
how
4
recently were those?
He had a fifth
Oh.
3 years ago, I believe,
I can pull up exactly what.
in office football pool.
Recent form does not say that Zach Johnson.
Why he only missed a cut. Got 23rd at Charles. Miscut. WD miscut. 13
No, I
miscut.
don't-
Miscut.
No, he's talking about
I only
here.
want to know.
34, 37, 16, 5, 34, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 21.
So top 40, no matter what.
69 is what he started with.
So are we going top 5?
Well,
Or top
the
10?
fact is, he is my top 40. So
20.
No, I know. Where are we going? 20's too low.
no, you
Is
just
it?
pick
Because his last
Pick it. Closest to.
in his last 3 years, he's outside of the top 20 average.
Right.
All I'm saying is you pick the finishing position. Closest
number
to.
one.
Okay, I like that.
God, this field's so garbage.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, I'll go. He's going to finish 31st.
You just like 31.
What else are you going to go with, boys?
So wait.
You're not picking your number.
16th?
There's no way.
Absolutely.
Okay, send it.
Let's ride it.
I actually was thinking about that number. That's the weirdest. No,
This is his number.
Dude,
My number?
Yeah, but Ryan was thinking about my number.
I know that's what I'm
and
saying.
it
He's
was
thinking
weird.
about it. Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, I'm so not.
but I
sliding
also
right
am
for you.
31. I also am number 31 for tonight. So
Wow, that's really odd.
That's kind of weird.
Guys just trying to live vicariously in us
Yeah,
or
apparently.
through us.
Backdoor
this is Zach Johnson's.
barbecue.
This is Zach Johnson's.
barbecue.
Zach Johnson's Jordan year.
Oh, 23, huh?
Yeah.
Going right in between.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
He wants
Price
to
is
be
right,
Oreo.
baby.
Well,
Price is right, Bobby.
cool. All right.
All right. So
I don't know
Stoy
why
is
wouldn't someone would have
31.
taken like 50. Like, why wouldn't you have gone lower?
If I was him, I would have gone over you.
Absolutely, because you have the whole bottom
just
of
would've
the
said-
withdraw everything
I
back
just
down
would have
there.
said 32.
Absolutely would have.
31's just high enough though that like if you would have gone like 25th, then I think it would have been
Yeah.
real easy. But like 30,
Oh yeah, I know.
he doesn't really finish outside the top 40, even in his bad years.
If
So, like,
he
that's
would
a-
have,
that's
if
only
he
like
would have
a-
gone in the 20s, I would have taken 34.
Exactly.
Salt Bay.
You got to play the game.
34 was my number had he not gone with
like Price is
31
Right.
because I wasn't sure if you were gonna go
$1,
14
Bob.
or 22.
Yeah, I could have.
top 16.
I was only
Gosh.
thinking 31 to 42.
Jeez. Can I take 22?
You cannot.
All right, 16.
You could not. Scott.
16, 23,
Those are-
31.
I honestly, these are fun side bets.
I'm just rooting all weekend for ZJs.
Wow, your wife.
What's a
is-
ZJ?
Glad she
If
doesn't.
you got to
watch
ask,
this
you can't
live.
afford it.
She tolerates me.
I have a couch. 2 of them. I have a whole room
I
downstairs.
got a basement for a
Sweet.
reason.
Okay, fair.
All
All
right,
right.
we got 3 levels for a reason.
All right, let's start since everybody is probably a Black Stallion in any other tournament this week. Let's start with Black Stallion.
Ooh, okay. I didn't go there yet.
Boom, boom.
I pulled up my
Bangarang.
DraftKings.
You ready? Matt Wallace plus 9,500.
Why?
FanDuel.
Let's go. Yeah, that's yesterday. I haven't looked at it at all.
Holy smokes.
That's-
Well,
that's
figure that
yesterday,
out,
I kinda- 'cause-
because DraftKings, he is
Like-
plus 13,000.
I feel like he just yelled at me.
Also, like, where's Duffner been?
Duffy, huh?
Where's he been
He's
in
tired.
life lately?
Matt Wallace, 9,500. Wait,
He is
DraftKings is what now?
13,000.
Oh, well, there we go. This is why we play the game.
Damn.
He was a high consideration for one and done this week for me as well. He checks all the boxes that I haven't researched.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Stoy.
Yeah, I do.
I can't say that to Ryan, but I can say that
I do.
to you.
I do. I do.
It's like while I was in Hawaii, he checked all the boxes that I didn't look at.
That I did look at that I couldn't even see
It's
FanDuel.
like-
Could no odds.
The odds
Right.
you were sending through or looking at him were like, I don't know what website he's looking at, but like that guy's definitely not whatever this is. We're like, he just picked a guy that was like top 30 for his top 10 fade. Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to go. Gosh, I don't even know.
Okay, I'm going Martin Laird.
Party Marty.
Fellas, it would be nice if you guys would do a little flipping research.
Why?
He's plus 5,000, plus
I did do
7,000
research.
on
No,
DraftKings.
actually don't. Plus, whoa, wait. What was that? Martin Laird?
He's plus 7,000 on DraftKings.
DraftKings really laying the...
He's plus 5,000 on FanDuel.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like DraftKings this week is just like throwing caution to the wind as far as like any research on golf.
Why?
Because they were exact opposite last week.
Were they?
Yeah, FanDuel was
Yeah.
the better betting last week.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't get better odds on DraftKings last week.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
got
could.
better. You got better on DraftKings last week.
Wait, no.
No. That's
FanDuel.
absolutely not. 100%.
There's
Because
only
that's what
one.
was
Like, I
anticipating.
took Hoagie.
There was like one or two one-offs,
yeah.
but everything else was
It's completely
FanDuel strong.
opposite.
This week, that's like
Right. I see it now.
Yeah.
Right.
to the same effect,
Right.
which is craziness.
Yeah,
They have a
actually,
handshake deal.
It's like they only care when they know they're going to get a lot of money in, because like this tournament's not going to draw a lot of money,
Right.
So they don't. So like they're trying to better the odds so they can get more bets.
You're not wrong.
oh,
That's
I'm
got to be
gonna
the reason,
go-
right? FanDuel's just already expecting they have the traffic.
Or that they also behind the scenes have a handshake deal.
Well, and also probably that FanDuel probably has more golf experts than DraftKings.
Tomato.
Let's just call.
I'm
the whole thing
going
off.
with the guy that makes.
Wait, you went with Laird?
He went with Laird. I'm gonna go.
I like this one, Laird. Martin. I really wanted Hoffman, but then I looked at his past performance. Oh my, he's missed so.
I'm gonna
many-
go-
Is Martin? Where's Martin? from?
Lanto Griffin.
What were you saying? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Where's Martin Laird from? Is he German?
I think so.
Lanto Griffin?
Yep.
Is he American?
No, he's Scottish. Martin's
Scottish.
Scottish.
Oh, he's prepping for the Scottish Open.
It sure is.
That makes sense. That's a great bet.
What's
Really
Lanto
wants to
on
get into
FanDuel?
form.
What?
What's
Lanto?
Lanto on FanDuel?
Oh, what's his? Who?
Lanto Griffin.
5,500.
He's 6,500 on DraftKings.
So every one of those is better on DraftKings. And that's the closest one.
It'd be interesting to see what the Open's at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Technically, it's the British Open.
No, the
No, it's-
British Open is the Open.
So are you
The
fading?
US Open
Time out.
is US Open.
Are you fading my outright or my one and done? Because you did a blind fade.
Whoever you were referring to.
Yeah. Who were you?
It was in specific reference to whoever you mentioned.
and if you double,
It was
them up,
honestly, it
it's
was going to be
doubled
my
up.
top 40 guy.
what?
We were not even. We were not talking
Because
about
he
that at
just,
all.
the only reason I was going to
literally
pick him for
saying
the top
one and
40.
done. I was talking about one and done. That's what we were
The
discussing.
only
And
reason
then-
I was going to pick him for my top 40 is if you scroll all the way to the bottom, he just popped up on one and dones.
I mean,
He's literally in the 160th.
no. I don't even want to look up. Like this had nothing to do
Sean
with the
McCarty.
discussion we were having.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna blind fade your one and done, and he's gonna blind fade your outright.
Perfect. You're both fucked.
Right.
Okay, but
I just-
top 40 anyways.
SEC be damned.
Right.
Top 40 anyways.
Just
I'm
changes
taking
it all up. Switches it all up.
no.
We
you were talking
not
about one and done.
It's the second time in the
Office
same
fo-
show I've needed to take the mic off and hit me myself.
Office football pool.
My
One and
kids
done.
have a microphone
This guy
at home
just
that I'm gonna-
popped up in one and done.
Yeah, I get that, but like
we're
we
talking
were
about the
one and done.
conversation that led to the blind fade.
Was one and done. One and done. Blind fade. There was no.
I know who you were taking for my blind fade, and it will probably
Which was who?
just fucking wait.
So mad. 2 in a row.
We're not even there.
2 F
We're on
bombs
top
in like
40.
12 seconds.
We're on top 40, and I'm taking Sean McCarty.
What did you want?
I hit them all at the same time.
I know you
They
did.
were all playing. That's what I liked about that.
Plus 600 on DraftKings.
Love us or leave us. Please don't leave us. Please don't leave us.
Your top 40. Oh, I don't even know who my top.
What are we doing?
We apparently top 40. I was not prepared.
I said we'll wait for the outright in one and dones
fine.
because your
Ryan-
player to fade was a blind fade.
Ryan Armour.
I know, but like we were. Never mind.
Armor.
Armor,
Warmer.
Ryan.
Lafferty, Daniel, Gilmore, Happy.
Plus 145.
He is. Where is he at? On here. Let me find him.
DU.
Plus 130 here.
Oh, see?
DU. That's all I'm saying.
He's down to plus 130 on FanDuel as well.
Okay, so that's the first time that they've even
They've
been
matched.
close.
Yep.
No, last
Well,
week
last
they
week
were.
we had a few.
We had.
I'm talking about this week.
Today, yep.
Okay, well, we were also talking about one and done, and you threw out a top 40. So
Because he was a name that popped up in the one and done.
that was not communicated.
It was not. It's not what we're talking about.
I don't know
He's not even listed. Is he even playing in his own tournament?
who.
Zach Johnson?
Yes, he is.
Yes,
He's
he
plus
is.
135, baby.
ZJ.
He's
ZJ.
plus 130 on DraftKings. So the first time that
Oh, so they're mirroring each other.
I would hope they're closer on top 40s.
Yeah, I mean they should be.
I don't know what Sean McCarty is. He's probably way down the list, like plus 550 on.
Are
Are
you
you
in
taking him
40s?
top 40?
Absolutely.
Didn't we just?
Plus 700.
So he's 600 on DraftKings.
And ZJ's plus. You got it? Okay. You're typing it. I got you.
Sean McCarty, this course does not play to his strengths.
Why doesn't it?
He's a long hitter.
He's got good wedge play.
That's kind of what I'm taking with my
It's his
my one and done,
approach. It's his wedge play that's good,
Uh-huh.
and he's long off the tee. So if he's long and he gets to a wedge approach,
Is he straight?
I mean, he's got a daughter.
Is his shots, is his driving accuracy good?
I don't know. He doesn't have enough rounds on tour for me to tell you that.
Fair enough.
Oh man.
The night is getting long.
Good week, fellas.
What I mean, what do we have left?
I mean,
Are we on the fade last or
yeah, fades last. Fades last. One and done. Let's go one and done because at least two of us have that picked.
one and done?
One and done.
I'm taking one of the cams.
It better be champ.
Oh, you're taking Davis.
Correct.
What up?
You're 100% taking Davis.
Mm-hmm. Plus 3,700 last check.
Davis is 3,700.
Still 3,700. 14th overall.
We don't need that. It's not a player to fade.
Okay, I'm taking P. Rogers.
Patrick. There's no way that was.
He
You
is
had to have done
20.
research in order to choose that guy.
100%.
That just wasn't a.
I'm doing the same
that wasn't a
research I did in
Stoy
Hawaii.
gut. Yeah, but that was not a Stoy gut pick.
Oh no! If I'm going, my Stoy gut pick's an outright winner.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He is 3,500 on DraftKings. What is he on?
Plus 2,900. Give me the.
Patrick.
But you start to follow the money.
You said 2,900.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Cam Davis.
Absolutely.
Let's see. That's FanDuel. I'm taking Tyler Duncan.
You know what sucks about the whole thing we did with player
Who?
to fade? I think the easiest player to fade is in this. By the way, when we get to it. Who?
Tyler Duncan?
Yeah.
Is that Tim Duncan's son?
He's not on my list.
Is
Where
he playing in
is
the
he?
live? Is he playing in the live this week?
Plus 8,000?
It just makes sense. I mean, I seriously considered a lot of guys in that range this week just because it's this stupid tournament. Like, I mean,
Should've went with Hank.
Armor's plus 8,000. He's got a decent chance to win it.
What
Like
the hell's
Andrew Putnam, same thing.
Let's be honest. So I heard this on a
Matt
podcast.
Wallace is
I
95.
heard this on a podcast earlier, just like a random one that I like listening to week to week. A guy, Chris Kirk, if he was in this, he's the best golfer in this field. He wins this tournament. No doubt in my mind.
the receiver? Christian Kirk?
Just Christian.
Yes, him.
I just need.
What is he?
Wait.
I need
What did
more
you say
of
he
this.
was?
I need more of this.
So Tyler Duncan is 8,000.
Yeah. Donkey Kong.
All right. So are we on to outright winner?
He's 10,000 on DraftKings.
My gosh. Yes. You saying it or you choosing or?
I'll go third this time.
Oh, okay. Thigala, baby, 2,200. Give me some.
Oh, you what?
You said you went third. Give me Thigala plus 2,200. It's
Mine's in-
his breakthrough.
I've got it inked.
He's on a. I can't read your handwriting.
He's got it typed in. It saves automatically.
Doesn't matter. He just put it in.
You can also just take that, and then he can fade Thigala. No. And then he could actually be down for like 11 shitty shit. That'd be rough.
Yeah, you guys can both fade this one because he's my boy. I'm taking Chris and Bazine out.
Wait, I said I was taking your one and done. He's taking that. So
Plus 2,000.
how can you fade a Duncan? That's not.
Okay, so here's my.
Wait, you're fading Duncan?
I said I would fade his one and done, and you would fade his
Which one's
outright.
which?
But his one and done is Tyler Duncan.
Yeah, are you fading Duncan?
Where's he even at?
So here's
8,000.
the deal.
I got to figure his
With
number.
nope, with
Plus
that,
8,000. What do you mean?
if he's that high up the board, would you do made or missed cut?
Zudenhout?
No, Tyler Duncan, made or missed cut.
He's T like 40. By the way, just to let you know. In
So
the
if you're
starting odds.
doing one and
he's
done,
tied with like 10 dudes.
if you're one and done, would you do made or missed cut? If he misses the cut, you can fade him, but if he misses the cut, I take the shot. If he makes the cut, you take it.
Outright winner, Maverick McNeely.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one too.
Just so you know, I changed.
From Thigala. I know.
I don't like matching.
I
I just wanted to root for Tequila. I hope to go.
yeah,
wins.
that's a more fair bet for Duncan.
I mean,
He's
here's the
picking him,
here's
though.
the
That's
thing.
his fault.
Yeah. Exactly.
If he doesn't believe in him, he shouldn't pick him.
That's true. You're right.
Okay, but if we
the hell
go
out of
with our 10-person fade,
I see what
10-way
you're saying.
fade, that's what I'm trying to.
As far as
10
number,
spot?
so like he would be in like that in the cut realm, is what you're saying.
That's
No.
exactly what
No,
I'm saying.
I will take the fade.
So what? But like, what are you fading off of? You have to fade off of position, right?
T40.
Is that what he's?
I'll get the actual number, but
Right.
yes, he's about T40. It's so tough at that point. There's literally 1, 2, 3.
But like, should we fade off of T40 or should we fade off the cut?
There's 11 at 8,000.
Right. So are you fading off of a top 40 finish or are you fading off of a cut finish?
Top 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if he finishes top 40, Ryan wins. If he finishes outside top 40, you win.
no, it'd have to be 10. If he finishes inside the top 50, I win. If he finishes,
Well, those are rules for normal fading.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
that's
feel
a
like you
normal
blind
set
fade.
your-
This is a blind fade.
He blind faded.
okay, top 40.
Top 40, blind fade.
I mean,
Top
if you're
40.
picking him, I sure as hell hope you'd think he's going to
He's
finish
in top 40.
Top
As
40.
your one and done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
And then who's the
Top
guy
40.
that I'm blind faded?
Christian
Boo-
Bezuidenhout.
Bezuidenhout, he's 1, 2, 3.
I mean, he's got to be like a top 10 guy.
He's the third on my list.
I just counting he's 13th, but if we go with ties, he's 1, 2, 3,
2,
Wait, what is his odds on FanDuel?
10, 12.
7.
No,
He's
he's
7.
tied. So
He's 7.
2, 4, 6,
If you do, I'm
8.
saying if you do the ties.
10,
What are his odds on FanDuel?
11.
Plus 33.
He's T12.
What?
There's
Oh,
11.
yeah,
There's 11 guys.
Wait,
in
so
front
he's-
of him. He's T12.
Wow.
3,300.
What's McNeely's odds on FanDuel?
2,900.
2,900. He is 1, 2,
He's T7.
3, 7.
So Bezuidenhout is the third best odds on DraftKings.
People love
So
him.
how the hell are we going to do that?
We'll go with FanDuel
I'm
because FanDuel.
going to go off of DraftKings.
Yeah, absolutely. Going highest.
Brian's going off of FanDuel.
It's going off FanDuel. So that's weird. So the average, clearly,
Which is 10.
is 10.
We'll average that.
T10.
We're taking that from 10.
10.
Gosh.
So
and
10
I'm
and a
still
40.
giving you 7 spots.
Isn't that ridiculous? On
Yeah, well, because he's
DK.
No, it's not.
3rd to 10th.
He has to finish inside the top 10 or outside the top 10.
Okay, so you're just taking.
We're
10.
still doing the 10 spots.
Okay, 10 spots. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just going inside top 10.
Yes.
Or T10.
We're not doing
or
the
better.
10 spots. The 10 spots is on normal. We're doing
That would be a no, because that would be a normal one regardless.
because he's a normal. He's a
normal
top tenner.
fade.
He's a normal fade. That's why.
He's
'Cause
a normal fade, so it's 10 spots.
But he wouldn't be on FanDuel because he's 12th.
That's true.
Stoys wouldn't be then a couple weeks ago.
I know. But he
What
was in
happened?
Hawaii.
What happened a couple weeks ago?
But if we looked at it, if we look at his average,
Mm-hmm.
so if he
So what are we
finishes
going
top
off of
20,
then? Are we going off of... No, I'm not giving you top 20 for Bazoo now.
top
10.
Okay, so let's average it. Let's go top 15. Because that's 2 spots away on FanDuel and it's 12 spots away.
Yeah, you
So
still get
let's
the
go
benefit of the doubt.
13.
14.
12 and a half.
No T. Who gets the T at 12?
12.
T12
Okay.
goes you?
He's T12
No, because-
on FanDuel. He's T3 on DraftKings.
I'm just trying to help. here.
Okay.
I'm
The average of that is what? 7.5.
So 10 from there. So 17 and a half.
Right. So top 15?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but I want top 10.
Oh.
But I thought we were taking top 13. I wanted top 7.5, so
So
I'll take under 13 or over 13.
13 and a half is our number.
All right. Sounds good.
Why don't you just do 13? Someone
Because
takes
you
the
had to
T.
set a half.
So someone takes the T.
No, nobody gets the T. The
I
T
feel like
qualifies.
that's the same thing.
The T
So if
qualifies.
he's T13 or better, it's mine. If
Correct.
he's 14 or
Even
anything,
worse.
it's
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So he got the T.
Jesus.
That's right.
Sounds like the ocean.
It doesn't. Personal experience.
I don't even know who I want to fade at this point, just because it's.
Do double up.
Mm.
Be frisky.
Just start fading your own guys.
If you fade your own guys, can you then like give shots? Like, how do you start to give shots? Because right now you are.
I mean, I'm going to start the fade. I'm going to start the fade with Webb.
You already faded.
Yeah, you're already faded. Unless those are just like side deals.
No, that's a side bet. That's my blind fade. This is my eyes open fade.
Oh my god, you guys. Okay,
Because that's based on a specific position finish
That's
with
fair.
Ryan's guy.
that's fair. That's fair. That's
What
fine.
are some of our fades regardless? Last week
Because
it
I
was a
wouldn't have looked
fade
at-
of
because I
Rory.
wasn't looking at Bezuidenhout as a fade
To be
until
fair,
you brought him up.
my fade. I love my actual fade. By the
Which
way,
is
love
who?
the shit. Jason Day.
Yeah. I saw his name. I just didn't even think about it.
Because
But he might play super well if he's healthy.
Who was your fade?
Well, I mean, my fade is Webb.
Jesus.
But I will. Here. Actually, I won't take Webb. I'm gonna fade Stoy's fade.
We said we can't fade the number one guys anymore.
Why can't you fade them to finish outside the top 10?
I don't know. I thought we
That's
talked about
okay.
last week, but because it's an easy feed. But anyways,
I think that Jason Day will
You're gonna-
finish better than Stoy thinks he will.
but I don't have a.
Okay, so that's a side bet.
Yes.
But not an actual bet.
No.
No. I'm not.
Man, the 4th of July is going to be rough. By the 4th, I mean the 5th. This is the next day.
I don't even care. You
Stoy
just
thinks Jason Day is going to play bad. I think Jason Day is going to play good.
So I'm doing a normal fade.
set the
At
set the
13.
number.
It's 13, or it's he's 13
What is
Top
he?
20.
because he's T3.
Top 20 is Jason
No,
Day's
it's
number.
13.
For your side bet, top 20.
No, it's 13
13.
because he's a normal fade.
I'll
So I
take-
think he's going worse.
So
than
is
13.
Bezuidenhout.
I know. I
But no,
understand.
no.
He doesn't.
No, this is the different. The reason that we were arguing is because the DraftKings difference.
'Cause it was
to-
blind.
to FanDuel.
Oh,
That's all my argument was that he was third on DraftKings and 13th.
so
or
what the hell is
12th
he on DraftKings?
Yeah, that's the question.
Because we're adding those both down.
That's
Wait till
the
we get
only
What's
reason
Day on
that I
yours?
was going after his
He is-
Bezuidenhout pick.
He's 10th on this one.
T3. Jesus, guys.
So that's the.
Are you counting ties?
No.
You just count.
You have to count
Well,
ties.
yeah, I mean, to a point, but like you're still a certain number of golfers down.
3, 4.
Like
Yeah,
he's
but we have to have-
literally
we have to-
T3.
We have to have the
FanDuel.
same.
So he'd
That's
technically
measurements.
be 6.
Yeah. So what
So
was
he's
the other
Jason
one?
Day
then?
is 6.
and he's T3 on FanDuel. And then what was Bezuidenhout?
Yeah,
then?
Bezuidenhout is 3 outright on DraftKings.
Yeah. And
Okay,
he
but what is he-
T12 on
Okay.
FanDuel. That's why I was saying that's
I just wanted to
what
make
my
sure on this
argument
one.
was
That's fair.
as far as where you're
Mm-hmm.
drawing from. And also you said I can fade Webb Simpson. So
Well, I just said we thought we
Just trying
talked
to
about
make
like
it
fading the
interesting.
number one guy is like, come on, because you don't take a shitty shot if he gets second. It's technically a fade,
right.
You just faded Rory last week.
but he wasn't. He was on DraftKings number one.
He was first overall on both.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
Was he?
different numbers, but still the first person.
I don't think he was number one.
He was
100%.
100%
Yeah,
He was
the best
number on-
odds are the,
on both.
Best
But they
odds
were
on
different.
DraftKings,
They
yes.
were different
No,
odds,
he was-
but he was the first one.
he was 900 on FanDuel
one,
and
right.
1100 on DraftKings.
I thought he was a T, but whatever. It worked out.
So that's where
You
the
can
fade
take it.
start.
That makes
It's
So you're
difficult
so
because your fade is
So-
strictly based off of his.
Day is not finishing inside the top 13. It's my fade.
That's your fade.
Well, actually, guys, what was the 10 thing?
It
I
was
feel like that was only
10
based
off
upon
the
if someone
position.
took. No, I thought the 10 was only if I said, okay, my outright's the gala.
Right.
You faded my outright knowing it.
Right. And
10.
then if there was 10.
If we do player to fade, it has nothing to do with number. As long
Yeah,
as
but
it's
if
lower,
I'm taking
it's 0.
But if I'm
he's side betting.
if I'm
you.
fading both,
we've
of
never
the
done
out-
it.
If I'm unfading you,
I don't know the rules.
he always.
I
gets
mean,
a fade,
I
he
am
never
straight up
gets an
fading your
unfade.
outright winner, though.
Huh?
I am straight up fading your outright winner.
Okay, so that's
Ours
a
is
10.
legit.
Yeah. His has to
Whoa,
be.
whoa, whoa!
He's a T3 here.
I just had to take shots over
Hold
here.
on. He's T3 here. Hey, he's T3 here.
And he is.
That's what happens when you start to look into other odds.
Yeah, but we have to.
I know.
But it makes it more legit.
You want to see
It's
how the
T5
sausage is
here.
made? It's going to
So
get a
4.
little ugly.
So 14.
That's easy. He wasn't ready for that math to be that easy.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
What happens if he finishes 14th?
Huh?
What happens if they finish 14th?
That's a push.
We both take a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
a push. There's 2 shots on the line.
You each take your own.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
By the way, the person with the worst fade still has a shot. So there's actually like on that regard, 3 for somebody.
Because you've got a
3
shitty
for
shot.
you.
A shitty shot happens no matter what since you faded
Correct.
his.
So you are now. Your odds are you could have 3.
Right.
No, I have like 20 on the line. Here.
What? No. You're not wrong. Actually, the math is
After an
I'm gonna have to
extended
Uber home
weekend-
next Tuesday.
After an extended weekend that might include drinking, Tuesday is going to bring what?
9.
More drinks.
I'm gonna have to Uber
9.
home next Tuesday.
You're at a minimum 9 as we speak.
Yeah, you guys are fucked.
You're so. That's 3 times.
That is 3.
That's
That
3
is
bombs.
3.
Good.
Cheapers.
I feel like a 3 should be a shitty shot in itself. I'm just saying. So you're fading my fade. We have him at T3 and what was it? 6.
T5.
5.
He's 5.
He's 5. So 14 is the number then for you.
Wait, no. Oh, Jason Days?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about me. Sorry. Jason Day is 10th. Or 6th with ties. 6 with ties. 6 with
Just said
ties.
3 numbers.
It's
6 with
third and
ties.
6th. I agree.
6 with ties.
3rd and 6th.
10th name
So
on
4.
the list, 6 with ties.
4.5.
4. How do you do half?
9 divided by 2 is
Yeah.
4.5.
4 and
We
a half.
just don't have a push.
Okay. That's fair. All right. No,
I
that-
mean,
that's what I was
is
saying.
ultimately what it comes down to.
Okay.
If he finishes 14th or better, I win. If he finishes 15th or worse, you win.
So 14 and a half.
Other way around.
No, you want him to finish 15th.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
You
'cause I'm
faded him.
originally fading. You're
Yeah.
fading.
I'm fading the fade. Isn't that what you get every week?
Guys, we
Fade
have
the
so
fade?
many
Yeah,
players in the
faders.
top 15 where
Drink water on Monday, boys.
Yeah.
All right, so Webb
I'll be at the
just
parade.
fade.
Webb is your
General fade.
normal fade.
This is a cluster.
I know.
Wait, did I've actually got Webb as a fade?
Yeah. But we're just keeping it. We don't need to.
That's fine.
We don't need. There's too much right now. Wow. All right, I'll delete these times.
So
twos.
what tournaments this weekend?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. They're gonna play some
Liv's
golf.
playing in Portland.
Yeah. Abe Answer.
What do we always? We always have a shake shot on outright, right? Didn't we say that we always do that on one and done too? There was a tournament I thought we said that.
That's before
'Cause-
we. That's before we added.
No,
side bet.
our one and dones and our fades go with each other. So one, if you fade a one and done or an outright.
I'm saying one of these. One time we talked about like outright and one and dones are the same. So like if your
Yeah, but
person
they're not the
does
same.
misses a cut,
You missed
Give a
it.
shitty
Yeah, if you had missed the cut.
that's it. Which would have been another shitty shot for you
Oh,
this week.
too bad we missed it.
Didn't.
What a way to end.
What a way to finish.
All right, well, after that cluster of a week, ladies and gentlemen, Cole's going to take a shitty shot to send us home.
It's probably deserved.
Cole's going to take a shitty shot to send us home. What is it?
Grapes.
Hey, let me know if it smells like the
Red Bull?
Red Bull.
I think is what we decided. It smelled like Red Bull.
Nope, that definitely smells like grapes.
Yeah, that's not even close to the same.
No.
Nope.
Does it smell like
Grapes. It
grape
smells
Tootsie
like
Pop?
Grapes.
No, it smells
Yes.
like
No.
no.
I
Grape,
mean, not like grapes you buy from the store, but like
Grape drink.
Grape,
Welch's.
the grape drink.
grape drink.
Welch's.
Like grape Big League Chew.
Yeah, grape drink. Absolutely.
Speaking
Does not smell like the Red
speaking of Big League Chew,
Yeah, great gum.
citrus, Big League Chew, or sorry, apple,
Sour apple.
sour apple, Big League Chew, and citrus skull.
Yep. And you
That's what,
put
you
it
used
in the,
that's what you used to do in baseball.
you put the chew
Grape.
inside the.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would just take the entire pouch of grape. The whole pouch.
The whole pouch.
The whole damn pouch.
No chew.
No chew.
Oh.
At seven,
there was
at
no more-
7 years old, he still is out to here.
Have you guys ever chewed like?
I don't chew.
Red Man.
I chewed for like
Yeah.
2 weeks.
No.
Relays started it.
We're talking
and
like
ended it.
experimental chewing, like Redman or like Levi Garrett is what I was thinking.
No, I chewed
Oh, you want to hear the best story about
for 2
Levi
weeks
Garrett?
in my life.
What did you chew?
It was 2010 relays.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever Rob had, I think it was Skull Mint.
pouches or
No. It was regular.
The cha?
and then
Long
the actual
cut?
cha, long cut, and then I also had a pouch that week,
Okay.
and then we had so after relays, and then had
So you parlayed that into a week-long chewing habit that then ended.
by week long, like 4 times in 2 weeks.
Right. But
2
then
of
you
those
were
are
just
relays, and I almost
just
vomited.
immediately regretted it every time.
Well, like so, I was like, hey, it's relays, right?
Right. That's which is fine.
Threw it in, F it, doing it. My boss calls because I was working and starting to get the this isn't
The old
this
spinny
isn't gonna end
spins.
well.
Spinny spins.
Okay, threw it out because I'm intelligent, not to just keep it going till you throw up, right? And they're like, hey, it gets better with the next one, right? So we went and played some beer pong.
This
So-
is true for most people, though.
Don't remember if we win or lose. Everyone's gonna do a little more cha, or a little more cha. Cool. Don't remember the rest of the night. Couldn't tell you.
In
That was it.
past
That was my
experience,
first. That was my first.
In past
time, and then
experience-
over the week, I decided that that's just not fun. I don't like the spit
No, it's gross.
because it's all and when you live in a house with football, any teammates that and they're just everywhere.
But I mean, I lived with Josh.
Disgusting.
I lived with Josh Walkup.
Oh, you lived a while. Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, that's
ultimate
right. Yeah, oh my lord,
spittoon.
the slanger in the locker room. He had rolls, rolls in his lock. He would sell off. Yeah. Oh, walk up. Yeah, gross.
I mean, I
Disgusting, by the
wrestled.
way.
I wrestled, so like chewing and wrestling is like a hand in hand thing.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, did you ever like chew, like do the chew between the toes, chew in the, like you would put chew in different areas of which would allow you to hide said chew while still performing said activity?
I tried between the webs of my toes once.
Okay.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, because it's just still thin.
just asking.
skin.
Also, it just has to get in the bloodstream.
That's good bloodstream.
Hockey players are
But
well known for doing
Yeah.
this.
so I had a coach, won't say in what level, that he would drink, like he would chew. So I've done snuff as well, which is you basically just snort the chew.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he would have really, really fine cut chew, and he would have a coffee every single day. He'd have a coffee. He'd finish his coffee, but he'd have his chewing, spit in it, and then he'd wrestle with that every single day, with just a lipper in, and
I mean,
he
there's
would
people
beat
that
the
sleep
brakes.
with it.
He would beat the brakes off of people.
You
It was.
realize your tolerance to be able to do something like that.
Right.
But I was always the guy. As soon as I took the chew out, that's when it got worse for me.
That's when you got the spins.
That's when I got, like, I would be fine while I was in because I'd like tolerate. I'd be consciously spitting everything. As soon as I took it out, I'm like, this isn't good. Now, he was an usher in my wedding, good buddy of mine. You mentioned Levi Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
His name just so happens to be Levi Garrett. His dad.
That's his real name.
His dad just so happened.
Just
That's
chewed
like
so
Garrett is
much.
his middle name.
Right.
Like his dad legit named him Levi Garrett
Garrett.
after the chew. His mom didn't find out for I think a couple years.
No clue. No clue.
And she's like, "Are you kidding me?" His name is legit Levi Garrett. One of my best buds in the Des Moines area.
So you've done a Red Man or a Levi, like, because that's a completely.
I've done I've
different
chewed like
experience?
basically everything.
Well, like these are like long,
They're leaves.
They're like leaves,
It's a leaf.
which are long strands
that you actually
about
chew,
this long,
which
and
is
they
probably
are
where it tried.
Red Man tastes like
uber
raisins.
juicy. It's like combination of
Red Man tastes like raisins in a sense.
yeah, but
That's
like
dope.
it is like literally like
Just
drooling out of your mouth if you're not like you're either immediately gutting
yeah.
or immediately spitting. Like there's no
Imagine-
in between with Red Man.
Shredded lettuce with constant saliva.
Yeah,
That's Red Man.
Like essentially, yeah. Like it's just like if the raisin was just like oozing,
Raisin juice.
yeah,
Always.
like a gusher kind of.
But the level of tobacco that's in like Red Man and stuff is less than the amount that's in.
yeah,
all these
because
others.
you know that was the original. Usually
But
the
like
OG
the movie
stuff.
Sandlot is like Levi Garrett or Red.
Yeah.
Like that's why they have so much spit when they're, and like that's what it's based off
Yeah,
of them
that's
doing. But yeah, thankfully for me, like I've chewed it off and on over the
Life.
years, but it's never been. It's been something that's been very easily like when I stop, I stop. When I slow pitch
Not
softball, I
addiction.
chewed a ton. When I played video games in college. I haven't played video games in a long time, but like I would always have a dip in when and then I'd go from pouches to long cut to whatever the flavor of the week was.
I had a roommate in college at one point that was he was a notorious compulsive liar about different things. So like we would come home at one point, like we had the exact same style of pants, both Under Armour sweatpants, but I was a 49-pounder in college. He was a 74-pounder. We don't wear the same size pants. No. Okay. I come home. These things are just tight as can be on him. He'd run into his room with a Sharpie that he had in his drawer that he'd just write his name on or something, and he put it back on. So that was this guy. Well, he's now married to a gal who, this might have been the most disgusting human being I've ever met in my life. Chewed all the time.
The guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Chewed all the time to everything. They had like
I know some chicks that
they had like
I agree.
Probably like a 4-foot chew tower.
Okay.
Pyramid though, not just like stacked up. That's not that impressive. Pyramid, like 4 foot tall. She came in one day, looks at it, and she's like, "Oh, that's just." Meaning to tell you, probably half of those cans are his. He goes, "Yeah, it's just disgusting. I just can't even think of. It's just gross." She's like, "This house is just awful," and he's like, "Yeah, you know what?" And he would have her sit out in the kitchen because he didn't want her to go into his room because his room was just filled with chew spitters and everything like that.
So like he would just keep her out of there?
Yeah.
He would just,
and she would just be okay with that?
Because he would just stay at her house or whatever it would be. Like they would never stay at that house.
But then he wouldn't chew there, obviously.
No.
Good on
this
him.
This kid.
The same girl he married.
Oh yeah.
So he obviously doesn't chew now.
Oh, he does, I think.
But
The old closet chewer.
He has like chew cans. So you know how your brake lights have like the little holes in them that you can. He would have chew cans in his brake light, a little hole right there to hide, so
like
he
in
could
his
chew.
Trunk.
Yes,
sir.
Different lengths.
Sir, you have a problem.
That guy's leading a double life.
He is. Based on
and
chew.
like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, why not just be like, I chew?
Well, I mean, that's a deal breaker. Like I feel like if she found out, she would just be like, "Yep."
Not that they're married now.
Do they have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, now lock it in.
One in, one on the way.
That was me. Remember that 4 foot? That was all me. Like, let it go. Live life, man.
Oh wow!
Just let it go.
It's one of the most incredible stories.
Just let it go.
Because you don't think she knows.
My brother,
for
example, like another thing.
She currently know.
I do not believe so.
There's no way his mouth can.
The dude chewed Nicorette gum because he just like wanted that nicotine,
right?
Which is expensive, by the way. They were on a bachelor party. He chewed that like by the pack a day,
which is fine. But like, there's no way you can chew that much and not have a degrading mouth of some sort.
I have no idea.
We need to find out.
We need to bring him on. I need some.
No, this guy. He would be sweating. He'd be as red as this cup. Like he is a nervous Nelly, but for whatever reason, that's the one thing he's good with. There's some stories that we can tell off air about this kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the chew one was okay for on air because it's pretty PG.
It's been quite a while since I like chewed tobaccos because they have like the coffee pouches and like the
Zins.
Wait, there's
CBD pouches.
Coffee pouch?
Yeah, there's coffee pouches. They're basically
they're
like straight caffeine.
So they're just and so like my affection to chewing isn't the nicotine, it's like the oral
Caffeine,
fixation.
There's a ton of people
like
like that actually. They like have their gum and just
most smokers are like that.
I chew my
It's a
fingernails, like that type of thing. So like just something to keep me occupied.
All right. Well, on that note, we appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, follow, share.
Nothing else before we get
like, subscribe, follow, share.
Thank you.
We're going to continue this conversation off air. make your John Deere Classic picks. If you guys have any news that you want us to talk about, if you guys have any updates about the Live teams, Live captains, any new people going over to Live, let us know. Until next time, the 5th of July.
Which will apparently be just a complete and utter shit show, because there's at least 20 shots.
I might have to just do this virtual because I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive after.
It's going to be sloppy.
Uber. Someone's driving.
Sloppy.
I'm going to go for 0, boys.
All right.
0.
Take care, guys.
Out.